This is the one and only TQuest, and you're welcome. And this is the Boss Ladies Takeover Show, episode 3. Throughout the show, we're going to have super awesome, incredible women coming on, just talking about love, life, relationship, businesses, being a boss, miscellaneous things. It's just what we do here at our personal female roundtable. So without further ado, we're going to bring the ladies on slowly but surely. But up first is DJ Queen of the South.
Hello. Hi, everyone. Once again, I am DJ Queen of the South, DJ extraordinaire. No, but okay, no. DJ of many places, many things, and moderator, entrepreneur. I dibble and dab, but I'm so excited. Episode 3. This is my second episode personally, so I'm excited about it, and I can't wait to hear the topics, and I can't wait to see people's comments and all that good stuff.
Absolutely. So let me ask you, how was your experience the first time on the show?
Oh, it was fun. I loved it until everything started doing the F off because the internet just was feeling me that day, but it was great. I love it. I love the energy. I love the other women. And yeah, like it's great.
Definitely.
And it's putting me back in my zone because I love doing stuff like this. Like,
yeah.
Shout
out to Bruce from Platinum Radio from Michigan on the check-in.
All right.
Yes, I'm glad. Of course, there it is. Shout out to your baby on the check-in.
Okay, all right, baby. Hey, Poppy.
Absolutely. He said, shout out to Queen of the South. Yes, but I'm glad you say that because, you know, with everything, especially with the pandemic, people are more outside. Some people who started podcasting or doing interviews and that stuff, they went outside. So they're not doing it as much as they was when they were inside, you know. So I tell people I'm so happy for the ones who are still doing what they're doing because people still need these platforms. People still need to hear what you have to say. People still want to hear your personal opinion. And that's why podcasting and radio shows and interviews and all stuff is winning right now because we're really curious about people have to say, especially on certain topics when it comes to certain shows, you know, just to get your perspective.
Oh, Chanel.
Girl, I'm just like, what?
Oh, there you go.
Wait a minute.
Whoa.
Hey. Listen, I'm gonna tell you this much. I'm gonna throw the whole thing away and keep acting up.
No.
Just stay still.
Right.
Don't touch nothing.
Okay. Hi, ladies.
Hey, girl.
How are you? I didn't touch that. I didn't move. Oh, wait a minute.
You know, at the end of the day, we all know that technology is not perfect. So we hear.
There you go. What do you do? See,
I just keep going to settings and hitting front camera and front ultra wide, and it just when I do that, it adjusts.
Mm-hmm.
But then it goes right back. I don't know how to fix that.
Okay. YouTube it.
Won't I? University, honey,
because you know
that's what Storms tell me that all the time. YouTube it, baby. I'm like, okay.
Absolutely. Shout out to Carrie Lewis from Texas on the check-in.
Hey, what up, Carrie? That's my bro right there.
Oh my God! And happy belated birthday! I know he just recently had a birthday.
Happy belated.
So, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to him. But yeah, what we were talking about, Chanel, is how important podcasting and interviews and things like this are because people are still curious what you have to say, especially your perspective on different like topics and subjects. You know what I mean? And then I was asking Queen herself how she enjoyed last week, and she enjoyed being up here with the different ladies and, you know, bonding and whatnot.
Yo, we enjoyed her.
Right. Please enjoy me. Continue my energy. I'm just saying.
Yes. Y'all look so gorgeous.
Hi, thank you. I was kind of upset with you guys, but that's something personal.
What? Why?
Okay. So if you guys haven't noticed, like I'm kind of like the new Brandy when it comes to always in braids.
Yes,
right?
I noticed that.
So on my braid schedule is supposed to be today.
Wait, you have a braid schedule?
Of course I do. What do you mean?
I love it. I love it. I always love the colors you pick.
Oh, thank you so much.
Like
I got a new combination. I'm super excited. But this was the first time I didn't have to actually pick myself because they already came in the pack, all different 4 colors.
Oh.
So the combination was already there, and it's called Unicorn. Even though everywhere I go, they be like, "Oh, I love your cotton candy hair," but it's actually called Unicorn. But yeah, today was on my sketch to get my hair done again. But I'm like, no, this is a date they picked, so now I gotta wait a little bit longer. But it's okay because next show it's gonna be a different combination.
Okay. All right.
Yes, thank you, Bruce, for bringing this back.
I can't sit there and do no braids. I'm gonna throw a braided wig on and keep it pushing. Me personally, I'm gonna go ahead slap that on.
Imagine doing it yourself.
Well, I did do it myself during the pandemic.
Oh.
I had to teach myself how to do it.
Myself too.
You know
what to do with this
because I was accustomed to always just go get an appointment or have my mom and somebody do it. But since I didn't have nobody like around, I had to teach myself how to do it. And I've been doing it the whole pandemic. But as soon as we went back outside, I have not touched it myself. I don't want to do it no more. I'm tired. I went through my season and I am good. But, even before I used to wear wigs all the time. And they were like, but you have such long, thick, natural hair. And I'm like, it's not about that. It's more the fact of convenience. Because you guys know when you have a really busy, crazy schedule, I don't have time to keep doing my hair. I don't have time to keep making appointments. And back then I was entertaining and performing almost every night. So I couldn't wear my natural hair because it's going to get frizzy. It's going to get sweated out. It's going to get nappy. And I ain't got the time. I ain't got the time.
So do you like to go to the salon and get your hair done, or do you have one come to your home?
Since I get braids, I like going.
Yeah, I like going to the salon. But I do a lot of my own hair. Or I'll go to I have my hair stylist and then I have my hairdresser.
Gotcha.
Okay, let everybody know the difference though, Chanel. Go ahead.
Yeah, so like my hairdresser, he keeps my hair healthy. I go to him for my wash, my treatments, all of that. If I know that I'm going, like my stylist is doing a crochet or some braids, I'll go to him first, have him wash it, condition it, all of that good stuff, blow dry it, and then I'll go to her for the install of the braids. And so she does most of my styles, all of that. So I have 2 different people in my head.
Right. I mean, and I'm like that too. I prefer for my stylist to come to my house.
Really?
I don't like going to a public place. I don't know. I'm weird. I don't know. I have to have a stylist. My stylist has to come to my house and do my hair. And usually I shampoo, condition, and everything else on my own. And then have my stylist come and do the rest.
Okay.
You want to know why I'm not so keen on that? It's because growing up, when I used to go get my hair done or braided, I used to go to someone's house. You sit right there in between their legs, they do your hair. But the thing is with that is a lot of people are so comfortable that a job that should have been done in a certain amount of time, now it's double the time because they done took many breaks. They got to go pick up the kids from school. It was just so much going on that I'm just like, as an adult, I don't even want to go through that. I'd rather go to the salon when they are strictly on a clock, on a schedule, get in and get out and call it a day. Because I remember going to the hair salon, just like you see with the barber shop and the beauty salon, like you really be in there chilling all day just to get your hair done. And I'm like, right now, like I just can't. But if I do meet that right person when I stop wearing braids and want to, have some more fun, if I get more free time, then I think I wouldn't mind them coming to my home. But I got to find that right person. Like with me out here in Florida, it's still new. So I wouldn't even know who would that be and haven't even built that trust yet.
Exactly. And that's what I found. Well, in Texas, I haven't found one here yet in Atlanta. Still searching for one, but in Texas, yes, I had my stylist. Her name is Kendra, and she's wonderful. Like she makes wigs and she sells them. She had her own boutique. She's great, but that's just I like that person. I put it like this: I want your attention all on me, on my head, not on nobody else trying to rush because somebody else is sitting there waiting for you to finish.
Mm-hmm.
I need that type of attention. You feel me? So
Absolutely.
yeah, I prefer to have stylists come to my home and do my hair. I don't want nobody else around.
Absolutely. And the interesting part about that, when I went to go to someone just to like wash, dry, and straighten my hair, I asked someone out here and they recommended someone. And even that one experience, I'm just like, you know what? Never mind. Because it was hard to find the location. Then I couldn't even get into the location. And I only had the girl's Instagram, and then someone finally came to the door. I didn't even know it was her. She didn't even introduce herself. For all I know, it could have been an assistant. It could have been another client. It was just so random, uncomfortable, and so unprofessional that I just kept being turned off. And then she messaged me, let me know that she's running a half an hour or so late. I'm like, you could have told me this ahead of time. Like, it was just so unprofessional. Even when she was doing my hair, she didn't really engage. But then when she started conversing, she's talking to someone on the phone, not to me. And I'm just like, you know what? Like, I'm okay. Like, hey, bud.
Yeah, and it can be like that. And one thing too, you really do, like you said, you really have to trust them, because if you are getting a wig installed, whatever woman is on this that is with us live, if you want your hair like bleach knotted, use the time they want to wash it and all that stuff before they install it. And my stylist used to be like, oh, just bring it to me the day before. And I do all that. You have to trust people with your hair. And especially if you paid a lot of money for it, that better be somebody who you trust. Because if it's not, they will run off with your hair. And that's so awful. It's awful to say, but they'll run off with your hair. So yeah, you definitely have to be somebody that you trust.
Mm-hmm. And like said, we went one time and never went back. And that's the weird thing about being in a new location when it comes to business here or whatever. You don't know. People can recommend others, but everyone's experience with people is totally different.
Mm-hmm.
When it comes to hairstyles, when it comes to business, when it comes to clients. Like, I could work with someone and they can be the nicest, sweetest, most professional person. And then now that I'm comfortable with them, I recommend them to you. And you'd be like, why did you recommend them to me? This is awful. They're so unprofessional. It's crazy how the interactions are so different. And one thing I don't like about that is I love rooting for other people. I love to have a recommendation for you. Like, if you're looking for a singer, like, yes, I know a singer. Her name is Chanel. You need a DJ. I know one. Her name is Queen. Like, but nowadays, I'm so nervous to recommend people because everyone's interaction with one another is totally different.
Yeah. I swear I was not touching. I was just sitting back chilling, and it just kept flipping. So I figured I'll try it on my phone instead and see if this works. So it hasn't changed yet, so we're gonna keep our fingers crossed. But my bad.
Okay, you look good though. Everything looks good. So
okay, good, perfect.
Yeah.
So any thoughts about that with the different interactions and personal interaction with people versus once you actually start working with them or someone start working with them? You ever had those experiences?
Not really. I mean, you have to also account that people sometimes are going through things that we don't know. And, the best thing is to try to be patient, try to be kind. I mean, it's just when it's flat out just rude and disrespectful, now that's one thing, you know what I mean? But I mean, I'm quick to recommend anybody that I personally have worked with. Even if I don't, I do give the disclaimer. Now, I haven't worked with this person, so I don't know. But I do see them, online, or I have heard, saw the reviews or things like that. But yeah, I'm quick to recommend really quickly.
Yeah.
Really quickly. I have no problems with that.
I'm the same way too. I just like to support, you know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Like if I know that somebody can do, even when it comes down to me, when it comes down to my DJing, I know the genre that I like to DJ, right? So if somebody looking for a DJ, I can easily say, hey, I DJ. But if I know that another DJ is good at that genre, I will recommend them before I recommend myself. I will put them first. I'm that type of person like that because I know me. I've been getting a lot of offers to DJ places, but they want clean music, and I'm just not a clean music chick. I can do clean, but see the way that my stuff is set up, that would be the hardest set for me ever in life. So I try to stay away from that. But anybody that wants that type of DJ, that has that type of catalog like that, like a consistent catalog, listen, I would recommend Away. I would recommend it.
That's actually comical because I'm the opposite. I love all clean music, and I despise
Really?
majority of dirty songs. You know what I'm saying? And it's interesting that you say that. There it is. Y'all got to talk about her library.
Oh my God.
It's interesting that you say that because I was actually talking to a DJ years ago about that. And I'm like, look, if I'm the consumer, I have the right to say, whoever I'm booking as a DJ, I want all clean music. Maybe once in a while a dirty song, but the majority of the set has to be clean because that's what I prefer. I know my fans, I know my friends, I know my family, I know my following, I know who's going to be here. And they're just like me. They prefer clean music. They was like, well, you should allow a DJ to do their thing. And most people, I'm like, it's not about that. It's about you doing your thing, but long as it's clean music. And I have the right to put that out there. But they just thought I was crazy. And I'm like, it's so interesting how people have so many different perspectives.
Oh my God, I hate that. As long as it's clean, I'd be like, wonk, wonk. Well.
Or you may have a clean song. They be like, send me the dirty. I'm like, there is no dirty.
No. Okay, so I'm fingering send you a whole bunch of my dirty music team. See, now I'm sending you all up. I know your husband have tons.
Yes, but even when he plays it, I'd be like, oh, I'm clenching my pearls. What is that? I'm telling you, like what was it? I think it was 8th grade, right? And back then we used to go to like lyrics.com and we check out all the lyrics to the songs. You remember, right?
Oh, yes.
And we started to print them out. And then I was so traumatized because I thought it was a typo when it came to like my neck and my back. I'm like, why did they write all these typos? Not realizing I always heard the clean version from the radio and never knew there was a dirty version. And I'm like, this is just so inappropriate. Like, I was just so embarrassed. But I didn't know.
Oh my God, you would have been so cute for me to hang out with you back then. I was like, come on over to the wild.
Oh my gosh, she's talking about her crack. What is happening? I'm so traumatized. Oh my gosh. I just can't. Maybe it comes from, having such a Christian and gospel upbringing because we don't even use profanity in the home. But just certain songs, even when I hear it, I'm like, I like the clean version better. I think it sounds better. Sometimes I feel that people lean too much as artists on profanity. And in my personal opinion, a lot of it is not necessary.
Mm-hmm. True. But I like it.
I understand. Now, Chanel, you have a seasoned collection. So when it comes to your personal opinion, when it comes to listening to certain music on your own time, you're okay with either one? Do you prefer one over the other?
I'm gonna say this, and anybody who knows me knows I cannot stand the N-word. I cannot take it. Now, of course, if it's in the song, I'll listen to it. But when it comes to certain genres, I do prefer maybe the cleaner version. But that N-word, I can't take it. I can't. I can't. I prefer it to be clean in that respect. But I don't mind either one, except for that N-word.
Okay.
I can't take it. And then especially when it's every other word is the end, like, oh my gosh, can we come up with something different here? Can we come up with please? Like, let's stop that. I can't take it. I can't. But I do listen to it. Like, I'll listen to both. Or if I'm only presented with the option of hearing the unclean version, I'll listen to it, if I like the song. But yeah.
I'll listen to it, but DJing it, to me, I like to be free. I like to be very expressive which some people say emotional, but I'm not emotional. I just like to be expressive. I like to be free. Like I want to play wherever I want to play. Whether it's clean or dirty or instrumental.
Well, I mean, DJing is an art. You know, it's a creative art at that. But I also feel like Quest was saying, like, if I'm paying you to do a party or I'm paying you for a service and I know that type of crowd, like, I'm not a DJ in no respect, okay? But I have seen or been in situations where I'm looking at the crowd and the DJ is playing something that the crowd is just like, what is this? Right? Yeah. And they just keep going with the same stuff. And the crowd is just like, we don't want to hear this, right? So I would think as a DJ, you would want to also cater to the crowd that you're in front of. Like not every crowd is going to want to hear dirty music. Not every crowd is going to want to hear clean music. So it's like you have to kind of either mix it up, or if I'm hiring you for a private event, then this is what we're looking for. And if like you said, if you don't want to do that, I'll recommend you to somebody. But some people won't do it. And then they
just want the money.
They want to do.
Right. And I'm not like that because I know me.
I respect that you'll do that because not every opportunity is for you anyway. Right. And so by you saying, you know what, I'll recommend so-and-so. That's a beautiful thing because most people won't do that.
Yeah, a lot of people be like, "Ooh, Queen, you be giving them money." I'm like, no, I'm staying true to myself. I know that I will mess up and play something I ain't got no business playing, and they be like, out of here. So,
oh my God.
I know.
Right.
It's funny.
Like, no, I'm just gonna recommend you somebody who I know can get the job done better than me and keep it pushing. You know, we all gonna eat at the end of the day. So, you know, I'm that type of person. A lot of people not.
Absolutely. I always cringe because I do follow a lot of DJs when they be like, I got an A-Rap party this weekend. Can somebody send me a crate? I'm like, you don't even know what you're playing. You don't even know what these songs are about, or you have a Spanish gig and don't even speak Spanish. You don't even know if you talking about somebody getting lynched, killed, stabbed just to get the dollar. And I just be like, you know what? I can't because it's more than the BPMs, but to each his own, because at the end of the day, you are a reflection of your brand.
Yes.
And if the client is unhappy, that's on you for following the dollar and not looking at the longevity of
picture.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. So listen, I'm like, you want ratchet? I got you.
I love
that person.
I love it. And I was the type of person. I like clean music, but I like dancing dirty.
Here you go. It's the person right on over here.
That part.
I'm for real. I'm like, I like clean music, but I'll dance dirty. I'll twerk and all that to some clean music now. You know what I'm saying? You can throw, not now, but back then. What? Oh my God. On a stage.
Listen, when we get to Orlando in July, I'm going to kidnap T and I'm going to put her in my car with a whole bunch of dirty music. Just because.
Oh my God, have fun. But I'll be like, oh yes, popping up on the speakers. I used to go in because I was like in my entertainment mode. So being an entertainer, being a dancer, being a rap, like that was me. Like I was.
That's what I'm saying. How do you rap and not cuss though, T? Like you a good artist. How do you do that though?
I think it stems from my upbringing. Growing up in like a Christian home, we just never used profanity. So I wasn't accustomed to it, and then when I went to like urban schools, I wasn't like hanging out with them because I was one being picked on, being bullied, you know what I'm saying? So I wasn't accustomed to what they did on the everyday, in the everyday life. And then I went to a white school and it was more like, oh my God, and as if. So it just was never a part of my it was just never a part of my life.
Wow. But see, I grew up in a Christian home. My grandfather was a pastor. We had our church in Carlton, Alabama, because I'm country. I'm from the South, and all that stuff. But I don't know. I'm listen. You meet my dad, he gonna be like, that's my renegade. I have always been the black sheep. Like, just I don't give a elfish.
Oh my gosh. What in the holy trap is going on?
Right. I'd be like, ugh. See, I told you I would have took you along my way. Be like, hey, T, come on. We're gonna go to this party tonight.
You know what's interesting about that is one thing I didn't like, and I'm trying to turn this lovely moment to serious, but people used to annoy me and bother me just to get me to just slip something out. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And like they're like, well, if you stub your toe, what do you say? I'll say, ouch. Like, what do you mean? Like, and I'm like, why? Why would you have to try to get me to do something that's just not a part of who I am?
Right.
Like, what's the thrill in that? Why is that the end goal? You know, and I just never understood why people would do that. Like, what do you mean you don't do this? And what do you mean? Well, I'm gonna get you to do. I'm like, but why? Why? Why do you need to do that? It's just entertainment. It makes no sense. Like when we'll go out, like people who drink, which I have no problem with that. If I was to drink, I know what I would order, but that's just not my thing. But I'm like, why does it matter what's in my cup while I'm out? Like I'm the life of the party naturally. Why does it concern you so much that I'm not drinking alcohol? Why can't water be in my cup? Why can't pineapple juice be in my cup? And they be so adamant about it that it just never made sense to me.
Yeah, I don't care if you drink or not. Like I don't. I drink for you. How about that?
I used to pass my cups to my friends. If somebody would offer me some, I remember a dude would not buy me a drink. He said, look, Quest, I'll buy you a drink if you want an alcohol drink. I'm not buying you water. Like, why? I'm like, because that's what I want. Like, right. Nah, when I tell you people just don't make sense to me, I'm like, so you'd rather me be dehydrated. Because I don't want an alcoholic beverage. Like, do you hear yourself? It was actually a DJ at the DJ conference too. Every year he would offer me a drink. Like, Quest, you drinking this year? I'm like, you know what? Never mind. Right. Never mind. Okay. And then another DJ will come. Quest, what you drinking? I'm like, oh, pineapple juice, please. I appreciate you. But now I'm like, anything that has not been opened, please. Whether it's a can of soda or a water bottle. Yeah. Other than that, I'm okay.
They asked me, Queen, what you drinking? Jack Daniels. I was like, give it to me.
And you never will. But and I'm cool with that. I told people we are all adults. We could drink what we drink. We could do what we do. The only time I ever had a concern was when I'm out with friends. And if I am the driver or something, I'm not babysitting an adult that's being messy.
Absolutely. I get you on that. And I do that even drunk. I'm not babysitting.
I have fun. You know what I'm saying?
Oh.
But
you need to know your alcohol limit. You know what I'm saying? If you know that you take 3 of these shots, and it's gonna have you on some fugazi shit, stuff. Then you don't need to hang out with me because I'm not gonna babysit you. But I tell people that in the beginning. Like I want to have fun too. So if you sitting up here getting wasted like this, then you taking away from my fun. Right. Because of course you're my friend. I care about you. I'm gonna want to care about you more than anything. You taking it away. So I always tell people know your alcohol limit, know your escape route. I say your exit route. You know what I mean? Like, it's crazy because something happened. I'm not gonna say this person's name because it's a connoisseur big name. But we was at this other conference and we went there, me and Storms, and I'm sitting there and I'm looking at him, and he just in the corner, just like whatever. And I'm like, I go up to him, I was like, let's go say hello. And I go to him and I was like, you good? And he was like, no, I'm not good. I was like, who the fuck you come here with? And he was like, nobody. I was like, come on.
Oh, wow.
Like he was that messed up to where we cut our networking and wherever off just to take him home. Because he was that messed up. And I was just so upset. I was like, I was mad that he came there by himself. I was like, with the people that you know and what you do, that's dangerous. You shouldn't do that. Mm-hmm. So yeah, so I'm real big on that. I have to say I'm not going to babysit you. You got to know your own limit because you don't know my limit. I mean, you both drunk together being fools.
You know what? Right. I'm glad you said that.
Right, like
it makes no sense, but you know, to each his own. But I remember it was this DJ friend that I knew, and the day I got a call that he passed away, and I'm like, well, what happened? They was like, he was at the club DJing, blah blah blah, and then after the fact, him and his friends on was laughing, joking. Now they on their motorcycles, and you know, just speed. I'm just like, if everyone was drinking, why do you think it'll be safe to even drive, let alone be on a motorcycle doing tricks? And the sick part about it is, if your core crew is doing exactly what you're doing, who is protecting anyone? Because people are normally egging each other on.
Right.
Until something bad happens. And I just don't understand that society.
Yep.
And it really breaks my heart, because I'm like, if I'm out with someone I call a friend, if I'm being crazy, we need somebody in the crew to be like, look what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? You got to be safe. But most crews is everyone is like a reflection of one another. So if one's acting a fool, they're all acting a fool. And then sometimes it does end in like death and tragedies. And I think that is the craziest thing.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. It gets real to that point. You know, you have to be responsible. A responsible drinker. Anything I could say that. Like I said, I tell everybody, you have to be that responsible drinker for yourself. I can't be that for you when I'm drinking myself. It makes no sense. It makes no sense. So yeah.
And we're gonna go into a commercial break, sponsored by Chanel's Up Doing Earrings. Okay, sis, we see you. You know. I love it. It looks like what? It looks like colorful confetti. You know.
I want them. I'm going on Amazon as soon
Girl,
as
I will send you the link, honey.
and I'm buying those earrings.
I will send you the link.
I got a whole outfit for her too.
Yes.
I really do.
I get so many. It is so funny because when I first got them, I didn't like them because I wanted this other pair from Cloth and Cord. It's almost like the same, but theirs are a lot longer. And I was like, let me just try it and see. Huh?
A lot longer?
Yeah. Oh, they're nice. They are gorgeous, but they're like thicker than this. So when I got these, I was expecting the same thing. And I was like, this is not what, I don't know. So I literally was going to give them back. Like I was going to send them back. So I was like, I don't like them. But then I was like, no, let me just see. And so every single time I wear them, I get so many compliments. And I'm like, oh my God, thank you. To think I didn't like them. But now
they look good. I love them.
So I love them.
As soon as I seen them, I was like, girl, listen. I need those. And I love earrings.
Yeah, me too. The bigger, the better.
And that's
girl, you ain't never lied.
To female DJs. You don't have to look like a dude when you DJ. You can look feminine. You can look womanly. You can
do you
look
feel
good.
like women?
Do
you feel like a woman DJ feels like they have to?
They may. Some of them may do. I don't. But some of them I feel like they do. Honey. When I go and DJ, I'm wearing either my little cat suit, cleavage gray, hair nice, earrings. I'm looking good. I always have a lot of people when I come through and they like, she the DJ? Oh, you the DJ. Yeah. Because they expect for some woman to come in there looking like a whole dude. And I don't like that. I feel like a female DJs need to look like female DJs if that's how you feeling. Like, look feminine, look nice, look dainty, look like that. Don't look all guyish. I don't like it. I hate it. I hate seeing a female DJ with a sweatshirt on. I be wanting to just take it off her and put on another shirt and be like, listen.
Sometimes it don't just be the female DJs. It's some of the dudes too, because they think they're just here to play music. I'm like, nah, bro. You in the camera, okay?
Right.
So you're in the pictures. So I'm gonna need you to get your life together when it comes to your outfit and presentation, because you are a part of this event. And I'm so excited because two of our celebrity guests had the most craziest schedules today, and they both showed up at the same time.
Hey. Hi.
Why y'all look like y'all just came from the same meeting?
Probably did.
Hey y'all.
Hey.
Oh my gosh. The originals from episode 1 is such an honor to put us in your schedule.
Yes. I flew home from basketball, took my hair out a big ugly ponytail, and was like, it's time to get on camera, y'all. I've missed y'all. How is everyone?
Great. How are
Doing
you?
great.
But girl, prom was nice. We did prom yesterday.
Wow.
All that went out without a hitch. My daughter had basketball in between all that good jazz. We survived it. And I'm here before the final two for March Madness. So I'm
Okay.
Wow.
Wow.
So are you part of the crew that spends more money on prom than weddings nowadays? Because nowadays the new kids on the block, they
Listen.
So I will say I came out cheap. My daughter, on the other hand, she had a custom dress that she spent an arm and a leg for. But I said, hey, it's your senior prom. It's one of those things that you'll remember forever. So if that's what you want to do, ball out. So she spent way more than I thought that she would. I said, you better cut it up and wear it again for something else. I don't know what you're going to wear it for. Your birthday, Christmas, Easter next year. I don't care. Find a way to repurpose the dress and put it back on.
absolutely.
Or if you see me at the conference in this big pink ass dress,
We're going to be like, yep, that's her.
You can wear it to the sneaker ball.
I actually have a sneaker ball next week. I might see if I can squeeze.
There it is. There it is. And Miss Winnie's escapes from traveling from around the world.
Yeah.
Lisa.
I'm doing good. I had to jump on here real quick to show y'all love because I appreciate all y'all women. I only got a little time before I have to hit the road to another meeting I have to get to. But I was like, let me jump on here to say hi to my beautiful ladies. Y'all know life be life and for real. When you bossing in several different areas, they be pulling you. You like, I was like, everybody want to be a boss, but sometimes you want to take that title off. Like, I'm tired.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Let me be a regular person.
Yes.
For one day at least. Just
Girl, I've been telling people, I said, I'm sinning and I believe in Jesus because we're supposed to have a Sabbath day, a day of rest. And I haven't been able to find that day yet. But I'm going to be delivered because I told the Lord, I said, please deliver me because I'm tired, Jesus. I need my day of rest. Yeah. And I just can't seem to find it right now.
you'll find it, trust me.
Girl, pray my strength in the Lord, lady.
Well, I'm glad you guys are here. And it's crazy how you two literally clicked on at the exact same time looking like Tia and Tamara. It's crazy. Like, it's crazy.
I'll take it.
I will too.
I'm here.
I wasn't this time. I didn't care if I got 5 minutes. I said I'm hopping on here. I'm sure my face. I need
I know that's right.
Black women power, good vibes. So
me too. I said, let me jump on it. The next 2 Sundays I'll be out the country, so I'm like, let me get on here while I can.
Where we going?
Where you going?
Next week I'll be in Portugal, the Azores, and then I come back home. I'll be there for a week, and I'm home for like 4 days, not even 4 days, 3 days, and then I'm in the Bahamas. So, that's my business. I gotta look at some new properties, look at some new different things. And I'm traveling both Sundays. Well, 3 Sundays. I'll be traveling all 3 Sundays. So I was like, let me jump on that.
Well, Chanel's our new scheduler, so you can get up with her. I tried to tell her, I said, I don't think you understand how hard it is trying to get everybody at the same time. Now what we're going to do is blast out the link to 1,000 women. Whoever
that probably worked. That probably worked. That probably worked. Yeah.
It's too much. It's too much.
Definitely when you have kids and you business owners and stuff like that, your schedule is just even today. I have to run up to I work for this company, but I'm the director of one of the departments. So I run that department, and today's on. I don't work on the weekends, but I have to do a training. I have to train them because we just got some new training. I'm like, but I'm like, yo, I need a card. And my husband's like, oh, yeah. My son he had a 707. So I was like, Mom, you can be at the house. I need somebody's car to get to work.
Wow.
And then like everybody gets pulled at the same time. Oh, what time is it? Let me get you on Quest Live before I got to run up here to do this training. But life be life for real.
Yeah.
So,
Is this your first time going to Portugal?
yes, and I'm excited to go to the Azores. People clients been asking me about this particular because they're the small islands of Portugal, and I'm hearing it's very boutique like. But I was like, when people inquiry a lot, I jump on a plane. So let me go see what this is like, because then I can tell my clients if it's worth the money, if it's worth the hype, what everybody's talking about it. So I'm excited to go be there for a week, to be a tourist. Still have my business hat on, but some of it I would take off. I like to feel like a regular person. So then I could really have the experience that you should have. So I'm excited about it. I'm going with my best friend. I booted my husband off the trip. He was mad at me, but it's all good.
You're in Thailand?
Huh?
Thailand.
No, I haven't been to Thailand. I haven't been that far yet. I'm slowly but surely itching my way off further and further, with the kids and stuff, because either they got to come or you got to find somebody who want to watch them for that long. And if I'm going that long of flight, either they come in or you need a sitter. Like, that's why my husband is not going. I'm like, someone got to watch the kids.
And the property there in Thailand is very cheap. It's very economical. It's you can be in very nice places and pay like US dollars, like $500 a month for like a huge place. So I've been seeing a lot of people investing in a lot of property there, condos and things of sorts like that in Thailand. So I've been thinking about doing it and even using it for Airbnb.
Good, because Chanel's on tour, so we'll come out to Thailand.
See, there you go.
I receive it.
Definitely all the Asian countries. I just had one of my clients, she came back from Cambodia. Is it Cambodia where she just came back from? But like shirts and stuff as $1, when you're over there.
Wow.
Definitely like the masseuse and stuff. It's just getting over there because flights ain't cheap. If that's what you.
I was just about to ask.
Right.
Groceries is going up. So what's going on with the price?
It's basically the flights and where you want to stay. Hotels and stuff is reasonable. It's just really your flights and what you're trying to do. And most of y'all know I'm an experienced traveler. I tell everybody that. I said I'm an experienced traveler. So if you ain't looking for experience, don't call me. This is not your budgetnista.com. You're trying to have an experience. And I'm not going to say you're going to break the bank, because I'm also about my coin as well. But I'm like, I tell everybody, like my husband acting for, and Quest knows, everybody's like, hey, what you want for your birthday besides a trip? I said experience. Don't give me no bag. I don't need no Louis, because as soon as I see him, like, I could have been a flight here. I could have did this. That I'm that type of person. So that's why this part of my business is a part of me. You know what I mean? Because I'm like, yo, I said, like, when I took Mary Quest, when we took I took Quest to Jamaica one year for her birthday. And we stayed at 2 different properties. And I did this purposely because she was like, I always spend all this money, give me cheddar. I said, okay, just trust me and let's go. And we stayed at both properties, and then I broke down how much they were. I said, now, would you pay this again? She was like, I would absolutely. I said, exactly. You get what you freaking pay for. You will never have this type of experience if you're always thinking, oh, how much is going to be. And of course, we got to think of our coin, because nobody will try to come home broke. But I always tell people it has to be your lifestyle, because there's so many health benefits for it, mental benefits. Every time I come back from a trip, I'm on a different type of like mind game, not just to make money, but like, okay, I'm refreshed, I'm renewed. I got some artistic people, Chanel, y'all artists out there. It just give you a different perspective. And I always try to tell my client, I never ask them right away, what's your budget? I'm like, what are you trying to experience? Don't tell me I got to, because I'm going to give you what you trying to go over here and stay at a Motel A, you want Wonder Bread, or you trying to have an experience? Let me know.
It's interesting that she says that, because during my birthday trip, one of my friends was getting married. And they were staying at the family resort. We were staying at the couples resort. And then some of her other ones like, we don't want to pay that money. We'll take the other resort. And they had everything go wrong because they went the cheap route. You know what I'm saying?
That's how it goes.
I said there's always a medium. There's always a medium. And I have some clients, I'm like, no, go on this date. Can you go on this date? You'll save money here. Can you go at this time? Hey, how about let's drop a day? Because I'll drop a day to have an experience and stay longer than you're going not to be happy. Because I haven't, one thing thank God I'm blessed, that I haven't had a client that went somewhere and spent money and told me it wasn't worth it. And now the problem is when you get this like caviar taste, all you want is caviar. For even myself included. I was like, like, no, but babe, wasn't it worth it? He's like, I ain't gonna lie, it's going. So I tell people, maybe not every year, every other year. It just has to be something that you're passionate about. Because if we can afford Jordans and Louis Vuitton bags and all these cars, then you can afford an experience. You know what I'm saying? That you would never forget. Everything else breaks down, but your memories don't fade.
Yeah, and you definitely got to put it on your schedule like anything else, because by the time my birthday came around, that was right after my first year being away from home. So I was just so sad and depressed that year that by the time the trip came, even though I gave Whitney hell for me paying for it, I'm like, look, I'm going through some things, okay? Like, this is team too much. She's like, no, you have to do this for yourself. You have to do this for yourself. And it literally came to the point I couldn't find my passport like a week before. It was so stressful. And I'm like, look, I don't know what I got to do, but I have to go on this trip because I really feel like I was going to have a nervous breakdown if I do not escape normal society right now. And I'm like, it came at the perfect time. And I'm glad it was a birthday trip. And it was just exactly what I needed for myself, for our relationship as sisters. We bonded more, better than ever, to be there for my friend for her wedding. It just, people think like, well, it's just a vacation. Like, no, you really need that for health purposes.
Yeah.
Too. Chanel went to Africa. She went naked into the water.
Oh, she got real back comfortable. I go back to my motherland, how they took me, I'm going back.
80 hours on her flights, but you know, she needs to go back to the motherland, you know, get dunked head to toe into water.
Oh, that's so funny.
Isn't that what you did?
I was not naked. But I did get in that water. Y'all.
Janelle said she was naked in spirit.
Oh my God. But you know, I'm proud that you went because a lot of people in our culture is always talking about going back to the motherland, going back to the motherland. So how was your experience?
Well, that was my second time back. The first time I went to Egypt. So this one
Miss Wells like, I'm going next time.
Yeah, put me in your bag. Just
yeah,
put me in a carry-on or something.
Yes, it's oh my gosh, I would definitely recommend it. It's life-changing, especially my Egypt trip. That was life-changing. Tanzania was just absolutely beautiful.
No. Why was it life-changing though?
Because I mean, there's an energy that, I mean, I can't speak for everybody, but I know I felt it. And the type of trip that I was on, it was more like an education type of tour. Like we went into the pyramids, we went into the tombs, like we got to learn all about that, the Sphinx, all of that stuff. And it was just this energy, like as soon as my foot touched the soil, it was just something happened. And it's kind of, you can't really describe it. Like you have to truly experience for yourself. But it changed my life. It really did. And to actually physically, I mean, touch the walls of the inside of a pyramid, like what? Mind blowing.
No,
mind blowing. But it was just absolutely incredible. Like I said, Tanzania was just beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. The people are amazing. Now they drive a little crazy. Oh, I was scared.
What about the food?
But
food?
But I mean, just the overall, it was just just incredible. Just
what you say, Miss Wells?
How was the food?
For which one? Egypt or Tanzania?
Give us both.
Egypt. When we were in Cairo, I didn't really care for the food. Yeah, I didn't really care for the food. Now Tanzania, they had more to me of a mixture. They had American, they had of course their food. and just trying, like, a lot of their food is fresh, like it's like farm to table, so it was just a different taste. It was, it settled differently. It just tasted fresher. But the food was really good. I'll do that. I'll give you that much. It was definitely good.
Well, you can never go wrong with chicken.
Oh yes, you can.
I don't care where you live.
Oh yes, you
Depending
can.
who makes it.
Yeah. Yes.
It's just like the potato salad, the macaroni and cheese. Wait a minute, who made it? Who made it?
You better ask. Okay, because listen.
I mean, I can't even front. If I go, I've never been out of the United States, but if I was to, I would always stick to chicken first, or at least look up what is their delicacy, because I'm good. I want to do a lot of delicacies, so I would, whatever's just to my taste, I would, do it. But chicken would be the main one, the main course of wherever I go.
Well, that's interesting because I'm trying to plan a what are they called for the foodies? It's a what is it when you go and taste all different foods? Help me out with
girl. I'm looking at I gotta get out of here. Well, you want to do a
like a food tour?
Yes.
Food tour.
I thought it was a term.
My bags are already packed, so you mentioned food, I'm ready to go. Absolutely.
No, I understand, but it's interesting because if I go, it will have to be with you guys because Nino has a more simple palate. So he's not with he mixes and blends on the ones and twos, right. But not when it comes to his plate.
Right.
So,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's
bring Nino, just sit me at the table with him, TQuest, because I'm a very simple eater. Like when she said the food is interesting, I was like, yeah, I probably starve out in Africa. That's okay. If I get to touch the pyramids, it's worth it.
Yeah, it was definitely worth it. It was definitely worth it. Now I will say the further south we went in Egypt, the better the food got to me.
Okay.
But everyone's different. So you might enjoy it. And I'm like, but yeah, it's definitely an experience you have to have. And I just recommend it. Like I just highly recommend it.
Wow.
Wait, I see you looking at your clock. So any final words? I see you looking at the clock.
Because I'm a time person. I don't like being late for nothing. So I'm always like, ooh, but I always try to show up. But yes, ladies, it's always a pleasure talking to y'all, being on here. I would have said I'll jump on my phone, but because I have to go a distance, I don't want to be I'm talking and my face gets stuck in the middle of a sentence. I'm like, what you was saying? Because you never know what the service like when you drive it up on 95. So but it's always a pleasure. I wish everyone well. I'm excited to be here for whatever time I was on here, but I just wanted to show my love and support. And I will tune in so I can hear what y'all talking about, so I can feel like I'm still a part of the girls club.
We're gonna talk about you. So
okay, only good things, but if bad, I'll put in a comment like, what? Wait till I get back. Wait till I get back. What y'all said. Always a good time. Yeah. Guys, have fun without me. And nothing but love, ladies.
Yes,
thank you.
Right. Thank you. Have a great meeting.
Thank you. Talk to y'all later.
Okay.
Bye.
Aw. You know what? Shout out
indeed
this man, Mr. Dean. I'm gonna tell you, when they say building relationships are very important. So, whether you're at a party, event, part of a coalition, you meet different people, and they always talk about how networking is so important in building relationships. People talk about it, only certain people actually do it. I'm a person, I've been doing it since the day I started networking when it came to my brand.
Yeah.
And when I met this DJ, we would talk, we would converse, just building relationships with one another, And then one time, somebody was looking for music for a movie soundtrack. And or to be in a movie, and he just tagged my name. That's all he did, was just tag my name. And then I contacted the director. She was telling me she's doing this movie, and she's looking for songs for like the love parts and everything. I sent her my music. She loved it. She sent me the contract. And let me tell you, I literally forgot all about it, right? Until one day being on the radio, one of my fans called in like, "Oh my God, TQuest! I'm like, "What's up? What's poppin'?" She was like, "Oh my God, you're in a movie! You're in a movie!" And I'm like, "What are you talking about?" I didn't know what she was talking about at all, right? And I'm just like, "Did somebody film me?" But I'm like, "What are you talking about?" And then she was like, "I just heard you in a movie." So then after the show and everything, I hit her up. I'm like, "What are you talking about?" And then she said, "I was watching this movie and a song started playing. And I'm like, I know that voice." And it clicked that it was me. And I'm like, "Where's the movie? What's the name of it? Let me check it out."
Right.
And it was this movie called Dear Amber. And you can watch it through Amazon Prime. And I watched it. And then I heard the beat come in. I was like, "Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. Oh my God, oh my God." Right? And it was just so like, to me, it sounded a little odd because I know my music, so it's not really clicking in a way. But I was like, "Oh my goodness. Like, Mama, I made it. I made it, Mama.
Right.
What's your day job? I made it."
That is
But
amazing.
it was so beautiful because not only just for him, I tell people like I love to tag people. I love telling people about people. I love interviewing people. I love people connecting because you just never know when your next opportunity is going to come. And it could be from a simple tag or a simple like, so and so is looking for this. You need to come check it out.
Yep.
Right.
Now, don't get me wrong. My song was in there, promotional use. There was no coin involved. But just to know that I was picked and chosen when people watch the movie, the song comes on, that part of it is a beautiful thing. And that just motivated me even more to really want to get out there and get like some true licensing and stuff. But to even have someone call in and didn't recognize your voice, like that's just a beautiful thing as an artist. It's the same thing as almost hearing your song on the radio for the first time.
Right.
You know,
Yeah.
so
Can imagine.
shout out to Jerome. Haven't talked to you in a minute, but I'm sorry, I just had a moment. But I tell people building relationships and networking is it can really go a long way.
Agreed.
I agree.
Agreed. And that's
So
what's
what do you
crazy
got?
because it's so important, especially, in our field. But I just feel like I'm so uncomfortable with it. Like, it depends on the type. See, my idea of networking used to be, oh, you walk into a room and hi, I'm so and so, and I just don't do that. Like, it doesn't feel natural to me. So it's like when you spark up a conversation, like to me, that's not networking per se. That's just me sparking up a conversation, like getting to know somebody. But when I really thought about it, I'm like, well, wait a minute, maybe this is kind of networking because you're talking to people you don't know. You're getting to know more about them, what they do, with them. They're asking about what you do, and then you're building that relationship. But to me, I feel like, again, the idea of networking is just like, oh no, like I just don't feel like I'm that great at it. But if you want to have a conversation, or we out in a certain type of setting, like I will speak to everybody. That's me. But to come up and walk up to you, yeah, and I'm so and so, and I do this. I just, here's my card. No, I've never, ever, ever felt comfortable doing that. Like, it just makes me like, I don't want to go. Forget it.
But see, you know what? I used to be just like that too, but
Really?
I learned not to do that. What I do, I eavesdrop, I ear hustle, right? So I go into a room where there's a lot of people, so I can see these two people standing over there talking, and I'm like, oh, he look real, or she looks important. And I go over there, kind of just stand, and I'll be listening to what they're talking about. Once they finish, I'll be like, hey, how you doing? I'm DJ Queen. And so they be like, hey, how you? And I just get the conversation rolling.
Yeah.
So that's how I network. I eavesdrop. Like I scan the room and I see who may or may not, who may look important, who I may, and I eavesdrop. I see, what their point of business is. And then if they point of business is anything that's in my circle, in my realm, I'd be like, hey, after they finish talking, I just introduce myself and go from there. That's how I do it. I have to learn.
But see, like that's comfortable though. Like you're sparking up a conversation with someone. To me, I never looked at that as networking. I just looked at it me being me, introducing myself. Hey, how you doing? Or if they speak to me, hey, how you? Hey, and just being naturally that. But I'm saying like going in and saying, oh, I do this. I just, now if you ask me, I'll definitely absolutely tell you. If we're in that type of a conversation, that's one thing. But to walk up to somebody I don't know just to say who I am and then just say what I do, like I've never been comfortable with that. But I can spark a conversation up with anybody. You know what I mean? But again, in my mind, that wasn't networking to me. Networking was in this business structure kind of, you know, environment, and everybody.
I think it's the way that it's being taught. You know, it's all about the way it's being taught, because everything is all about promoting yourself. You know, like, hey, I'm an artist, check me out, follow me here. They're telling you to do that, but on the opposite end, every time an artist do that, I'd be like, okay. And then somebody will pass me something. I'm just like, what do you pass me? Oh, that's my song. I'm like, I don't even know your name. It's on the card. I'm just like, okay. Yeah. Okay. You know, because no one's personal anymore. You know, they just think because you give you a card or a CD, you're automatically going to check it out. And I'm like, no. And they tell you, if you approach people like a human being, like Chanel said, just having a conversation, that will go a long way versus just like, yo, this is what I do. This is what I'm selling. Like when you go out and you're at the flea market or the pop-up shops and everyone's like, here. And I'm just like, can I please get my steps in first?
Right. Now, I can say that is I can say that can be the annoying part of the networking thing. Like, even when it comes down to the conference, everybody just giving you everything, like bam.
Like
you don't know who they are. Yeah, you don't know anything. So I can't say that is annoying, and I don't do that. A lot of people like, girl, you should. I'm like, I can't. Like, I'm not gonna walk up to a stranger and be like, here go my card. Like, I'm not like that. I'd rather do like what like I said, I eavesdrop. Like, if I feel like you're an important person, I scoop myself over there and listen to what you say, then I introduce myself.
Yes.
Yeah.
Miss Black has entered the building and she's sipping on something that looks so delicious. Hey, Miss Black.
We can't hear you, babe.
Oh, man. We can't hear you. Dag nabbit. It's okay. It's all right. Miss Wells, how you doing?
I'm doing good, girl.
I feel like you're the executive producer because, like, you tuning in, you listening, but you ain't saying much. Still can't hear you.
I'm listening to my children have a whole conversation downstairs. So I'm like, so I'm talking about my baby daddy. So I'm like, this should be interesting.
What are they doing?
I don't know. They're talking about something from last night. I can't hear them that good. I'm upstairs in my office with my door shut. So I'm like, I'm trying to hear, but can't hear. But I'm good. How you doing?
I don't know. Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Yeah. So, like I said, I didn't know what was being said, but I just chimed on in and I was like, oh, my queens look good. Yes, queens.
Hey, gorgeous.
Everybody looks good.
I see new hairdo. Is that a new hairdo? Long hairdo
something
here.
And my daughter put together. Yeah, just a little something.
I like
you gotta switch it up every now and then.
Of course.
Yeah.
Of course.
So how is everybody today?
We are great. Fantastic. I'm being nosy because I just want to know what you was drinking. It looks really good. Like,
It's just peach. What is it? Ginger ale, peach ginger ale. So by Canada Dry. I'm not trying to promote Canada Dry, but it's good.
I like Canada Dry. I have that in my refrigerator right now.
Mm-hmm. Yes. So I figured I'd try it out. It was something different. So.
Yeah. The cranberry one is really good. Cranberry ginger ale is amazing.
Yeah.
Especially around the holidays. It just tastes a little better around the holidays. I don't know why, but around Christmas it just tastes a little better. I know they came out with the ginger ale lemonade. It doesn't hit the natural way. Because normally if I drink ginger ale, I'll put a splash of lemon in it, like fresh lemon. Mm-hmm. That's what they started doing, the lemonade ginger ale, but I'm just like, it's not hitting the same. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Well, I know how to make ginger ale, right?
I saw it being made one time.
Yeah, it's just Coke and Sprite. Ginger ale.
Wait, what?
Say what now?
What is
Seriously, it's Coke and Sprite.
I never heard of that one. That's a good one.
I promise you. I was the bartender.
Oh, there we go. Okay.
Because when I saw it, I saw like club soda, actual natural ginger.
Yeah, like, you can do it that way. See, it's okay if you're trying to make it a Canadian dry. Yeah, the actual ginger and stuff like that. But if you make it just like a Seagram's ginger ale, it's just soda and Sprite.
Now I don't be drinking soda like that, but now I want to go and buy a Coke.
I'm serious. You're be like, oh my God, I'm serious, because I didn't know that either. And so we had a class or something about it at work, and my boss was like, you know how to make ginger ale? I was like, no. He was like, just Coke and Sprite. You just have to put the right amount. Just know your ounces, and voila.
Coke and Sprite.
Coke and Sprite. So y'all be thinking y'all be drinking something fancy. I'm like, you just drinking Coke and Sprite at the same time.
I mean, like when we was younger, let me get
without
a
the ginger,
simple,
but it tastes like ginger ale.
You know,
actually, for everybody to know. Watch.
That's good to know. I'm definitely gonna try
it. Give me some ginger ale.
You know, there was a time when my cousin told me that she was thinking about doing like bartending classes. Mm-hmm. And then with me being such an entrepreneur, I'm just like, you know what? Maybe I'll invest in it too, because if I'm already doing the hosting, DJing, rapping, singing, dancing, let me just put that in the mix. So no matter what you need at the party, I got you.
One stop shop.
You know what I'm saying? But then I thought about it and I was just like, all money ain't good money. And the fact that I'm not a drinker and I don't like confrontations, and I feel like in the club a lot of conversation comes from the bar area. I was like, you know what? I don't think it'd be good for my mental.
Right. I mean, and I came from, I mean, a lot of money.
I thought about it. I did.
Storms like the pictures of the blocks of money I used to make. He said, "You sure you want out here doing this? Out here doing that?" Do that. I was like, no. I was like, I used to bring home literally almost 1,000 like every day.
Wow.
And just I was just good with people. You know what I mean? Like, I talked to them. I'm their friend at that time, and I just, I did my I networked. Basically, I networked with the normal people, and they liked it, and I got paid really good. And then on top of that, when you're a bartender, you take tips from the host, you take tips from the servers. So all that combined together, that's money.
You didn't even have to be a stripper.
Right.
That's what I was just thinking. I was just thinking
that. That's a whole other story, though.
Lord have mercy.
We always listening. If you want to tell it.
I ain't gonna go that far into my life. But yeah. Yep.
That's all right. Speaking of strippers, no, I'm playing.
I've moved on from that.
Okay. Now here she is. Just dropped her new single, Answer My Call, on YouTube 2 days ago. Oh my gosh. The one and the only. Look at it. Miss Social Media herself. Oh my God. It was a time when I used to sing Chanel songs every day. Like out of nowhere. I just be singing them all the time. But girl, Danielle don't stole your spot. Chanel, you gotta come up with another single. She gotta come up with another single. I'm singing her song every day now. I'm like, what is happening to my life? What is happening to my life? The way you guys promote.
What's up, ladies? I'm so sorry I'm late. First of all, I can explain myself, okay? Okay. I work on Sundays, so my coworker, she was sick, and then my other coworker, she had an accident, so I was the only one work today, so I had to stay. But it's so good to see y'all. It's good to see you.
We're glad for you to make it.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Party for the party. You know. What y'all up here talking about?
Well, right now we're trying to give you your flowers.
Oh, as you can see, I'm shy. appreciative. Yeah, so I dropped the music video on Friday. It's been it's been awesome, awesome. I am dropping a new single, but that ain't till August, so
Okay.
gotta re-up them funds, you know what I'm saying?
I know that's right.
Yes.
Absolutely, absolutely. I totally understand. And I'm happy for you guys. You know what I'm saying? I'm so happy for you guys. Because you guys are really active in what you're doing with your music. And I love that you guys are so authentically yourselves, because you can have a love for a variety of music, and that's okay. But you don't allow it to affect who you are as an artist. Because a lot of people, they start to follow trends and emulate whatever's out there. And I'm just like, darn well, 3 months ago, you was not rapping or singing like that. You are literally following the trend. That's not authentic. You know what I'm saying? But when I hear you guys and your music, I'm just like, nah. You can like what's out, new or old, but as an artist, that's never going to change.
Right.
So I commend you guys for that, for sure.
Yeah, Chanel. Yeah, Queen of the South. Yeah, TQuest. That's what I'm talking about.
Absolutely.
Just call us out, okay?
Okay.
Got to.
I came up.
Ladies.
What you say?
We boss ladies.
Oh, yeah.
That part.
All day.
Okay. So I came up with a segment, right?
Okay.
And I feel like I want to do like a whole promo for it just because, but it's called Girl, Let Me Tell You, right?
Ooh.
It sounds more juicy than what it is because I don't know if you guys have one of those moments, right? So it's been a few weeks since I've seen you guys. So do any of you guys have a Girl, Let Me Tell You story? And to start it off, since you two just popped on, Nicole or Danielle, can you go first? It don't gotta be extra. The intro was hype. I know, thank you. But it can just be anything interesting you'd like to share with us. That's it. But you gotta start it off, girl. Let me tell you.
Well, the shortest people start off first. Go ahead, 11. Let's go.
Why 411 gotta go first? Why 411 gotta go first? I mean, listen. Let me tell you, I was just saying, girl, let me tell you. Okay? I was just saying, ain't nothing fancy. But, at the end of the day, why do short people always got to be in the front? You notice that when you were a kid, like when I was a kid, I always had to be in the front, like always. And now, it's just like a given in my mind. At a convention last night in Baltimore. Chanel know about it. Okay. So I'm at the convention. And so, I didn't have VIP. But I had to get VIP. And I'm standing in line and I'm like, dang, was this like really supposed to happen? Once again, I'm in the front. Why? Because I'm 4'11". So I'm like, you know what? This thing gonna live with me for the rest of my life. Why can't I be in the back? Why? But then I realized, here's the thing. I realized if I'm in the back, I can't see shit. And they can't see you. And they can't see me. Where's she at? Oh, there she is right there. Look at her forehead. There it is. That's her right there.
It's a compliment. It's a compliment. We want to see you. Wait, I feel like I missed something. Did I miss something? Did someone say something that I missed?
Leave me alone.
You started with me.
What'd she say?
I didn't say anything. I just did this. That's it. That's it.
Girl, let me tell you. You know what? It's gonna be a part of my life forever. Ain't nothing can change, but I can get through people real fast. I can, it's okay.
That's right.
It's okay.
But that's the beauty of it, right? Because no matter what, whoever in the front is always seen. It's the ones in the back that gotta hide in between people to try to get their face in, they shirt. Like, can y'all see me? Can y'all see me? You know what I'm saying? Like, but the ones in the front, y'all good regardless. Or sometimes the tall ones, they gotta squat and they got bad knees. Like
that part.
You know what I'm saying? So every height go through certain things. Or if you want to suck in that belly, people in the front, y'all can't do that. Y'all in the front. But it's just everyone is going through something when it comes to a group photo.
This is true. And I'm always in the front. Oh yeah, put Nicole in the front. Okay.
Girl, look, you gotta act like you the lead singer. Excuse me for 11 seconds, girl. You know what I'm saying? Y'all figure it out around me. Okay. Figure it out around me. I'm the center. Okay, and y'all do what y'all do, and y'all let me know when y'all ready. Okay, because I'm.
But at least, like when we get into a group together, at least I'll be like, now I feel at home because my queens are here. Yeah.
Are you talking about us when we get together?
Yes. Whenever that will be.
It could have been a convention. You need clarity.
Literally. I literally keep telling TQuesters we all need to get together. I said it's just a flight away, and I love flying. Keep telling her.
I love Florida.
Me too.
Yes. All right, Danielle, girl.
Let me tell you. First of all, this week has been an amazing week. But Thursday I was supposed to get off early to go get my nails done. I get a text from her saying, "Can we please reschedule?" I said, "Oh." Y'all, my nails are struggling. Look. The struggle is real. I don't even want to show my hands out in public. Like, it's so bad. When I say I was so sad this week that I got a Band-Aid on.
You got more off than on.
Plus absolute struggle. You know how long I've been talking about my nails? I'm like, bro, I need my nails done.
Hey, it's real. It's real.
No, we were talking about that earlier about going to the salons or people coming to you. Now, if I'm getting my nails done and my main person ain't available, I just go somebody else at the shop. But do you have a personal person? That's the only person that can do your nails.
Honestly, I love the way she works. And then she's in there by herself. She has like her own space.
Oh, wow.
So you ain't got to worry about people coughing around you. You ain't got to worry about none of that, It's just in a nice, secluded little, like really cute little area. And she can close her door. So it's really nice. Okay. So
that's forgiving.
Yeah, no, I'm not trying to. I'm loyal. I'm one of them people like, if I like you and I'm with you, I'm going to stick with you. Now, if she cancels this week, I'm going to have to go to Ming Ling and them. Because Bay will be here this week. I ain't got time. I got to be looking, looking good and stuff.
I love it. And where are you located?
Augusta, Georgia. So 2 hours from Atlanta.
Oh, okay. Come visit.
Look, you said you had an event, so look, this is what I've been doing. Listening out for it.
I'm ready for you. Matter of fact, I have an opportunity for you. Real talk.
Oh,
look at all of us listening.
We're gonna talk about it.
Yes, that's what I'm talking about.
Everybody was listening.
I didn't know it was that close. Okay. That is off. Like, you don't know how awesome that is right now for me.
I am excited. Okay. Do you like going to fairs?
Huh?
You like going to the fair?
Sometimes.
Oh, well, I love going to the fair. I love eating more than I love riding and playing the games.
I like the food, yeah.
So,
we ain't doing no new bestie boo dates. Now I'm feeling some
Listen.
Wait a minute.
We I'm finna bust y'all out. It be Miss Chanel, it be Miss 411, aka Miss Nicole, and it be TQuest. Y'all all be in a group chat. She just said that she knew that she was at a conference in Baltimore. We listening, okay?
Okay. So I was at what's the show called, Chanel?
Tonight's conversation.
Tonight's conversation.
Oh Lord, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to do it out loud. Now I'm really listening because I know who you're talking about. Go ahead.
Yes, all that. Okay, so it was all in my eyes. So it was most interesting. Okay, so you talking to somebody like who's getting ready to be 47 in 2 weeks. So I'm in the room with babies, 1980 babies, 1980 babies, 1990 babies. So conversation, some stuff I've already experienced. So I'm like, okay, yeah, all right. But the questions, Lord, the questions. Okay, I'll give you one question.
Yeah.
And it was so funny because one of the ladies said, it's not me. I had to put my acting skills on. Hold on. It's not me. I'm a Christian. And it's not me. And I was like, okay, this is going to get good. Well, the question was to the effect of, if my husband... Hold on. If my husband, I think it was if my husband, I don't know how appropriate can we go here on this.
Look,
let me say
safe
that.
Space.
Let me just say this before we get into the conversation. Now, I said y'all three because I know y'all talk a lot outside of the chat, you know what I'm saying? But y'all don't be including me, so if me and Queen of the South want to be besties and hang out,
that's right.
That's all.
Get a quest.
Yes.
Wait a minute. Okay, so the group chat was created for everyone equally, okay? If someone don't talk in the chat, they don't talk in the chat. Okay? To be honest, lately I've talked more to you than yelled than anybody. You know what I'm saying?
Wait, y'all. Wait, y'all. You know,
and I'm going to the fair.
And me and Queen of the South, we going to the fair.
It's fine.
Fair.
You gonna eat, right?
Yes, ma'am.
I be like,
can we get some funnel cake? Can we get some funnel cake at the fair?
Oh my God, funnel cake. Yes. Woo. You know what? I'm gonna order that.
That ain't nothing but a Southwest trip down there. What you talking about? What?
I'm looking for my phone. I'm finna order that.
Listen, what is another term for funnel cake? What did they used to call it?
Pancake. What?
Waffle cake?
Drizzle cake?
Now y'all should know this. All y'all are seasoned.
Oh,
wait a minute. See that new generation, they disrespectful. I don't even know what she meant by that.
Hold on.
Season.
She about to go to the switch. Wait a minute.
I mean, y'all
funnel cake.
The seasoned saints. You're very beautiful, and wonderfully made. It's Sunday, right? Chanel, help me, please.
All right.
Help me.
Let's help me get this right.
They used to call it an elephant ear.
What's the funnel cake called?
What? It used to be called an elephant ear. So I have known it as an elephant ear because of how big it is.
Oh, elephant ear. Yes, I have heard that.
They don't even make them that big no more. They downsized. So
I've never heard of
Is it a South thing? Is it a South thing?
I don't know.
Is.
It has to because
it's just like hoe cakes.
Who?
Hoe cakes.
Thank you, Chanel.
Y'all
never heard of hoe cakes?
Whole cake? Like
hoe cakes.
Like a ho-ho?
I've heard of hostess.
It's fried cornbread.
That part.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't know about no hoes cakes.
No hoes cakes.
Wait a minute.
No, what is
A
that?
lot of people call it water bread, or some shit like that.
I've heard of that. I've heard of water cornbread.
I've heard of that recently, but what is that's what the whole cake is?
It's fried cornbread.
I can't even imagine going somewhere. Let me get an elephant's ear and some whole cake.
Right.
But they're gonna be like, what? Because you know the new generation, they always got an attitude. What are you talking about? What are you you know, Danielle friends.
Wow.
Oh my! I've never heard of that.
Okay.
Never heard of that.
I've never heard of that.
Whole cakes are good.
They really
Whole
are.
cakes. Whole cakes. Okay.
Okay. So what's another name for salmon croquettes? Is that
salmon croquettes?
Yeah.
Fried salmon. I don't know.
Salmon patties.
Delicious.
I made that like last week too at that.
Listen, I'm about to go make me some now.
Yeah, I made some last week.
Some croquettes and some grits.
That's my specialty.
Oh yeah, grits, exactly. Listen.
With that eggs?
Yes.
Ooh, girl, come on, go. I don't do that now. I'll be at the grocery store. Listen.
Yeah, go ahead and pull no drink. Pull no drink.
Yep.
Wait,
Girl, this is one of my favorite pies. It's so good.
What's the name of it?
What?
The
salmon
salmon.
What you drinking?
Salmon patties.
Oh,
7 patties?
Are we talking about
Yeah, you said another name for the salmon croquettes. What is it?
Yeah. What did you TQuest?
no, you said the name was salmon patties, but that was so basic. Like,
Well,
I
that's
thought
what
it'd be
said.
something
I said
different.
Salmon patties. That's what I called it.
Wait, isn't that the answer?
That is, yeah.
Oh,
That's so basic.
Patties. Got a patty.
Go in the corner, like.
I
Got the patty.
Oh, Lord.
You were struggling with elephant here. I'm just saying.
Because you made it seem like it was something different, like the whole cakes and the prostitute cheeks, and like we didn't know what she was doing.
What the hell?
Now that our Danielle commercial break is
She said the prostitute cakes.
Oh, Lord.
Before we get back into the topic at hand, who does not know what tonight's conversations is? Like that group that's online. Who has not heard of them? I'm telling you, this new generation.
Well, the group is called Tonight's Conversation, but they have, of course, different personalities within the group. But it was basically built off of this guy named Ace Metaphor.
Yes.
Who kind of collectively came together with these other personalities, and they basically have conversations mostly about relationships and usually how it's men versus women, and then all this kind of stuff that they talk about.
So you never
but they tour the country.
Yeah.
And they have like the games. They have the card games. I have probably all of them. They have the card games. They
also have girl card games too. We were playing that last night. And girl, we gotta get it. That's all I'm gonna say.
We on it.
We
coming down to the fair with them. We gonna bring them down to the fair. Okay?
That's right. Bring them down to the fair.
TQuest,
look,
are we talking about the same thing that Miss Nicole was talking about? I got lost.
No, Miss Nicole was telling a story, and then you came randomly with the funnel cakes and salmon patties.
Yeah.
So, what I'm about to do, I'm about to send you and Queen tonight's conversation page, so then y'all can see what we talking about later.
Ooh,
wait. So time out. I'm still a little confused, y'all.
Why you gotta be that way, T? Why you gotta be that way?
I'm just because I want to know what happened, because I follow their page and they a little too much sometimes. Yeah. And I knew what she was talking about.
Listen, okay, so you talk about the other podcast. If anybody is doing a podcast as is a narcissist or have those type of ways, it will always be a problem. But they probably bring in a lot of traffic because they are narcissists. You know, a lot of people like ignorance. That's what they like. They like that type of shit.
I'm real confused. I don't know what's going on. I don't know who we talking about.
Okay. Before Nicole's get back into her story, right?
Okay.
This page called Tonight's Conversations, right?
Okay.
It's like a panel of people giving relationship advice, and people be coming up to the mic. When is it okay to go sleep with my ex-man's brother? Like some of the craziest stuff.
Yes, crazy.
Right.
And they just be answering the questions like they be acting like they're so deep. It's interesting. So they travel around the world, and she went to one of their conferences yesterday.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
You was too busy at the fair that you're not paying attention.
That they still didn't tell us where the fair is to begin with.
I'm telling you.
Right.
Listen.
That part, Chanel.
Look, we're gonna take T to the fair, okay? We're gonna take her with us, okay?
Yeah.
That's all she wants. Yeah. She wants to come with us.
Okay, now Danielle, I sent you their page so you can check out some of their stuff on Facebook. Okay.
Okay.
Now,
Yes.
I'm curious about the conference yesterday and the lady, the Christian lady, and what happened. Are you with us now?
I am. Okay. Look.
Okay. Now.
So she had a question, and you know, I guess everybody in there just they were interesting questions. So the question was, one of the ladies, I'll go to her story. One of the ladies had said that she is married, and her husband gave her a 3-month to be with her person that she's in love with. The question is, should I go be with the man that I'm in love with for 3 months and then come back to my husband?
What? Just be single.
Wait.
See what I'm saying?
So many levels.
That's just, I mean, and that's and the answers were. So one of the panelists, and I'm trying to remember all their names, and it was a lot of them. So one of them had said, you can check it out. I'm not trying to promote, but you can check it out later. So he was like, I gotta get out my seat for this one. He was like, ma'am, I'm not married. I never been married. But you have to think about like what that entails, like deeply think about like what does that entail? You going to go be with your person that you in love with? Then why the heck, who you married to?
Exactly.
Now I understand. He said, I understand that some people get married for the partnership, for, you know, they financially can, you know, do businesses together. My opinion was the point. But anyway, it's not about me. So as the lady said, it's not me. So at the end of the day, my question is, why would you even think of entertaining the 3-month pass with the person that you're in love with and come back to your husband? So if you're coming back to your husband, and like he said, you're coming back with a whole lot of baggage. You had baggage to begin with, but then you coming back with a whole lot of baggage because you're now bringing on his energy, his thing, and then you don't know what the dynamics of your marriage is going to be now.
Well, first of all, hold on, because the fact that the husband even suggested it is like, that is so, why even?
Because he's doing the fuck off.
And I was about to say that. That's because he has somebody else as well. He has to. First of all,
girl, some of the questions in this thing were too much for me. Too much for me.
See, I just feel like that comes from a narcissist person, whoever owns and runs. I feel like a lot of their ways are narcissist ways. And I feel like when they ask dumbass questions like that, they fishing. And they probably in each other's DMs on the side note doing some fugazi shit. You feel me? Like, I don't know. That's weird. Like I would never bring up a topic like that now unless it's something that was headlining.
No, they don't
like
bring
that,
up the topics.
and then I bring
They're
that up.
asked the questions.
Yeah.
So an audience member gets up and asks their question.
Oh,
and then they're asking for their kind of advice
for their
response. So they're not asking the questions. They're being asked the questions, and they're giving their responses.
But they're not. Yeah, they have issues, and that's like I said, manipulation. A lot of narcissists in it.
But you know,
it just doesn't make any sense.
I will say that there were some people on the panel that came with a lot of wisdom and knowledge. And I follow one of them is Stefan. He was awesome, and he's always like, you know.
Is that the one with the glasses?
No, it's the one with the locks. The one with the locks. That's on YouTube all the time.
He's not usually,
but he's not on
them, but I know who you're talking about. Yeah, I follow him
too. So, but he was more profound with some of the answers, and he was just like being realistic. Like realistically, why would you even entertain that? Realistically, why would you even think about taking the hall pass in the first place? And why would your husband even suggest the hall pass? Now,
why are they even married at this point?
That part. But but I don't understand it because I'm not in it. But I've seen on TV shows and reality shows, you have people out there that are with older men. And that older man is like, look, I'm settled, I'm good. I have, plenty of money. Go do your thing. Because they want them to be satisfied. So they can't satisfy no more. So
that makes the woman a trophy wife. You are just who I have.
And a lot of women, and they were saying that last night, a lot of women are settling for, it was surprising to me because I'm like, oh, I feel old. But I don't look it, but I feel it. Okay. So what happened was a lot of women have more than one relationship. They have like several men lined up. Like this one woman had put it out there. She said, well, I'm in a situation right now where I have Tom, Dick, Harry, Jason, and Malik. And so all these different men do all different things for her. I'm like, well, shoot, that's what men been doing for a lifetime. So, but to be honest, and like the guy on the panel said, a lot of men now are more open to that about women having five. Just one. Just one.
Stuck.
I met a guy like that a long time ago. I would never forget. I was 18, and he was a white guy here in Atlanta. I met him online, just screwing around with the online. Y'all remember live links? When you call the live links chat thingy, when you call and you meet people on there.
I've called
them. Yes, you do. T, you probably seen the commercials. Y'all remember live?
It sounds familiar, but I've never. I don't know.
Yeah, I've never seen the commercial.
I think I've seen the commercial.
I have
heard of it. So I seen the commercial. So I was like, shit. Let me go ahead and just see what it's all about. The women are always free. It's the men that has to pay to talk to the women, and the women are always free. So I had met this guy. He was a white older dude. I was 18 at the time. He had to been about like 45. And he was rich. He had a lot of money. And I will never forget this guy. But he was a good-looking, rich, white little dude. And he told me straight up. He was like, you go to my house, you're going to see maids, you're going to see this, you're going to see that. He was like, but I'm not looking for no wife. I'm not looking for no relationship, really. He said, I'm looking for a wife. He said, but I'm looking for a trophy wife. And then he wanted her black.
Say it again.
He wanted her black.
Obviously.
Wow. He did.
Black women are great.
He told me straight up. I never spoke to him again after that night when we went out for the first time. Never spoke to him no more. Because at that time I was 18 and I really didn't know what a lot of things meant. Because I was still mentally growing and you know what I mean? But I just knew that didn't sound right to me.
Yeah.
To be a trophy wife who's like, I give you anything that you want. I do this, I do that, and I'm like, you know how your parents say God don't want nothing but sex from you. It was different with him. It was different. He really just wanted me as a trophy.
Y'all had that conversation.
To fix me up, to dress me up and everything, and just be there type of shit.
That sounds great.
Yeah. I didn't take it.
But what do you have to do in return is the question.
But you know who does that?
That sounds great.
Like your church people, we do that a lot. Like who really just aspire to be first ladies. I'm just like, girl,
I didn't do it. I was like, I'm not figuring be no trophy. He told me that when we went to his house, right? When I went inside his corridor, I'm telling you, when he was like, I got maids, this dude had maids. Like, his house was amazing. It was like everything. And I'm like, I started feeling funny. Like, I just felt funny. That's why I understand how a lot of women, I don't know how they can come into a relationship with a guy who has a lot of money and how they feel. I would love to ask, like, how did you feel when you first walked through their door?
The same way Annie did when she met
like
Daddy Warbucks.
It was weird. It was weird. I didn't like it. It didn't feel natural. It just didn't feel natural.
Look, Daddy Warbucks was open and honest, so you gotta respect him for that. Okay?
Daddy Warbucks was everything.
I was not trying to hear that. Because I'm a female, I have my needs. So you're not even trying to pleasure me in where a woman needs to be pleasured, but you just want to use me as a trophy.
That's when you're at the job, right? And before you sign that contract, you gotta
okay, everybody, we're logging off right now.
Of this job. Okay, before I clock in, right? Let's talk about my salary.
Right.
And all
my benefits.
And then you put in your negotiables like, look, I have to get nourished, okay? I'm gonna need my vitamin D. So I need to make sure I'm still able to be nourished.
Cheat on you and be with other guys, but come to you because you want me as your trophy. Basically, he was trying to pimp me out as a sugar baby.
Well, you should have
sugar baby.
It's like when people go to the army, they go for a few years, learn life experiences, stack up. You should have asked them, how long is this?
I didn't know none of that. It was just weird to me.
I could have been your lawyer. We could have been set for lifestyle, queen.
Like, yikes, no. We could have been set for life. We could have had some business.
It was weird. I was like, oh my God.
Look, you really hit the jackpot when it's just companionship versus a sexual transaction. You know what I'm saying?
Girl, listen.
Well, let me stop. I don't know if people think I promote that stuff. I don't promote it. This is all laughs and giggles. But I'm glad that even though you didn't know all the ins and outs, you were smart enough to know it
didn't resonate with you.
It didn't.
Followed your instinct.
It didn't, because on that to hear my mom, these person want something from you. When they buy you stuff, get you stuff. And I'm like, I'm not going to give this up like that. Like, it's not happening. But, with him, it's just like, it just felt weird. And I wasn't used to that environment, that rich type of environment like that, like very richy and, I don't know,
and you can get sucked into that
stuff. Yeah, I wasn't used to it. So it's kind of like, it kind of took me off the grid a little bit of myself. And I just really didn't like it. I mean, it sounded good though. You know what I mean? Like, he took me to the best restaurant here in Atlanta at that time at 18. That was back in 2000. Okay? 2000. Took me to nice places.
Oh Lord.
Couldn't do it.
Stop it. Danielle, stop it.
Okay.
Danielle. She like, I won't go. Her whole being.
You know, I'm really proud of you. No, you good. You
Listen.
good.
I understand it, but you were, I would say, at 18, you were wise enough to know, like, you know what, something ain't right. You know what? And a lot of 18-year-old, and think about our children now, the people that are out here now on social media platforms, and they get wheeled in like nothing. So you were very intelligent because you had your mom that ingrained that in you, girl. No. So just imagine how they're luring girls now. So
that's what I'm saying, but the girls like it.
I know.
Well,
I know. I saw somebody had posted on one of the channels that she was just like, yeah, if he's not paying for this and he ain't paying for that and he ain't paying for this, then he don't need to be with me. What? Well, how much was your boyfriend giving you? Oh, he gave me it was a salary. And he gave me about $1,000 every month to pay for my stuff. Go get a job.
her job was
just $1,000.
You know what's interesting about that is I heard something a little different recently, and the lady was on a podcast, and she feels kind of like when you're in a marriage and you get a divorce, but this is a life you're accustomed to, so they should pay alimony. She was like, well, I'm used to this lifestyle now. So if he wants to break up with me, I feel like he should still pay this, that, and a third until I get on my feet, because like, how am I going for all of this to nothing? Like in her mind, it didn't make sense. In her mind, he's to still pay
but
for
I
everything
believe in
she
that.
needs. This is the life she's accustomed to now.
I think that's right. And because she needs to get her ass up and get a job eventually. But when you are used to something like that, for at least with me, my divorce, I was like at least 6 months. 6 months, because I'm still able and willing to get up and get a job. I do have a degree. You know, I was a nurse for over 10 years. So I'm like, at least give me 6 months to get used and get stable enough for my kids to come back and forth with me as well. Then you could take whatever the hell you want to take away. So I do believe in that. I think
that's marriage.
But as a marriage,
right?
Right. You talk. I think I know what you're talking about. I think I saw it on TikTok, and she was like, "Well, if my boyfriend ends the relationship, then he still needs to maintain." The guy was like, "Well, wait a minute, y'all no longer together. Why? Because he created this, and he needs to upkeep it." Girl, what?
Here's my thing. If I'm in I don't understand why they don't do this, but what happened to rainy day accounts? If I'm dating someone and they're spoiling me, I'm not going to ask you to buy me bags and stuff. I'd rather an allowance where I can have the opportunity to put money away.
Save it for a rainy day.
You know what I'm saying? And then go from there. But they just be buying everything and I'm just like taking trips. No, I need something in my account.
Listen, like I always.
Janelle, are you there? Janelle.
Chanel, you clicked on the text.
The devil is a liar. Come on now.
Me and T was just talking about it. She clicked on the text. I bet you text or email.
She went to go check her rainy day account. I don't know what happened.
She said, "Let me figure this out."
But to be honest, all jokes aside, a lot of that stuff does happen because when you're in a relationship or you're living together, whether you're dating, situationship, married, or whatever, now you're depending on one another. You're splitting bills, you're splitting responsibilities. That's why I remember this one dude we was talking. He told me that he still lives with his baby mom. He can afford a place on his own now, even though they broke up. You know,
talking about that. Oh my gosh, we were just talking about that. Like, why you do? Okay, so
no, go ahead.
But no, I mean, my girlfriend and I were just talking about that last night. You know, we met someone that was recently divorced, but he's still living in the house in the basement, and we're like, you're divorced, go get your own place. Well, no, I want to save up my money to get a house. Well, you knew about the divorce happening. That takes some months. You know, you can be planning to either go stay with your boy, you know, but I don't know the dynamics of the situation, and everybody's lifestyle is different, just like marriage. Everybody's marriage is different. Everybody's relationship is now different. Lord Jesus. So it's you know, some
Well,
stuff out there that
I
I'm
can
like,
say this. First of all, a retention fee to get a divorce is over $6,000. It's be for $6,000 to $10,000. Okay. Before I started my divorce stuff, girl, I was separated, and trust and believe me, I slept in the West Wing. I did not sleep with his ass. I did not sleep with him. I didn't care what he was doing. He didn't care what I was doing. My lawyer told me, he said, as long as y'all not doing marriage relation stuff, of course, the sex, or anything financially, besides, you know, taking care of paying the mortgage on the house, because both our name was on the house. He was like, that's it. You're separate. You legally separated. You cannot go to the courthouse and legally separate a person. It has to be through verbal. Has to be written down, and it has to be notarized. Yeah. But a retention for a divorce is $6,000 to $10,000. It's expensive to divorce. So when a lot of men, I mean, it just depends on, I guess they situation or whatever. But sometimes when a guy tell you, be like, yo, like, I'm just in the house because economical reasons.
Right.
Sometimes you gotta take their word for it, because I'm telling you, it's expensive. Like, just a consultation to get things rolling is like $1,000.
And,
you know,
and I
like
guess every state
right
is different too. Every state is different, yeah.
And then you have to think about, if you with the asshole now who would contest against everything that you say.
Right.
You know, you could be with that person, like how I'm dealing.
Yeah.
That want to contest against everything. That is more money out of your pocket. So, you know, it's a hit or miss. It just depends on if you trust that person.
It depends on the whole reason why y'all breaking up all together. Because if you cheat on me, that means you had enough time to realize you ain't coming back here.
That's true.
So if you got time to go over there, you got time to go over there today, because you're not staying here. Okay.
Well, see, cheating has never been my and I have to say this may shock y'all. Cheating is not my deal breaker. It's not.
Yeah.
It's not my deal breaker at all, because I feel like as human beings we are weak, you know, flesh wise.
I'm not SWV. I ain't weak.
Cheater. That's different. But just you cheating, and I find out, unfortunately, yeah, we're gonna have some problems. But that's not a deal breaker for me. I'm not gonna leave you for cheating. I'm sorry.
Let me say this. Let me just say this real quick. Let me say this.
The mother of the church has got the mic. Yes, Lord, what you gotta say?
Let the mother step in real quick. Now, I understand, you know, everybody has, you know what I'm saying, their own preferences. But for me, in my house, cheating is a deal breaker for me. Okay? Because for one, I feel like, and I was just having this conversation with somebody earlier this week. If you do not know how to control yourself, self-control is really a fruit of the spirit, and it's really something that people need to work on. Like, if you can't control your eggplant, that's a problem. That's a whole
nourishment.
Oh, okay, yes. If you can't control, what do women we call it? If you can't control your cake down there, that is a problem. That is a big problem. Because you don't need to be. I mean, I'm just speaking for me in my house. I personally don't believe in sleeping with everybody. And that's just how I personally feel. Because I have. Okay, is this national? I'm gonna say it. Okay.
We worldwide, baby.
I have gone for over 6 years without being sexually active. So it is definitely possible. It's possible. But I will say, I know for men, it's a challenge. It's more of a challenge for them than it is for women. But I mean, still can be done. So if you cheat, it's a we done finito. It's over. I'm never coming back. Bye. Goodbye. Get out my face.
I mean, my thing of it is, if I rather have any problems of that manner in my life, I'd rather for you to cheat on me than to beat me like how I was abused. That's just me. I would rather for you to go out there and mess with Susan than for you to take things out on me. That's just
Becky.
But
Becky with the good
it's never been my deal breaker to break up with somebody because they cheated. I feel like everybody deserves a second chance. I feel like things can be you could not mistaken like, oh, I just felt in the puss, but you know what I mean, like it's like mistake. You thought you may have liked this person, and no, you recognize who the real one is.
Okay.
I don't know.
I think it's a society thing because our society is based off of what people say or do, and you either agree with it or you don't. And you're either gonna do it or you're not. You're gonna be vegan or you won't. You eat meat or you're not. Everything is just choices. And we're so brainwashed that when it comes to sexuality and all that stuff, it's such a high percentage of people's lives that without it, they don't know what to do. Like, God forbid, if your partner get into an accident, they can't use it. Well, a lot of people, that's a deal breaker because it's such a high percentage in their life. Right.
You know what I mean? What would you do then if that was to happen? How about that?
If that was to happen, at the end of the day, I love my man so much that it wouldn't matter to me. But that's just me personally. If we can no longer have sex because of something happened, then I am okay with that. Because even though it's I can live without it because I love him for so many other reasons outside of that. That's the bonus to our relationship.
That's real.
I mean, yeah, but
there's no buts. But
come on,
like
T.
that's why we have different lives and different perspectives. I am so honest. If God forbid something is to happen and we can never do that again, I'm still over fulfilled.
Right. But I'm not saying
so much
here
that's literally the bonus to our
get
relationship.
it from somebody else. You want to buy no toys? You want to go to Starship and get like a couple of toys?
Okay. When I say our love is so overflowing, all that is a bonus to our life.
Oh, girl, listen.
The deal breaker. The deal breaker if you went to somebody else.
That has never been my deal breaker.
Union. Because
never been.
Even with society, they're like, well, I messed up, and I still love you. Like when it came to Mary, when the girl found out her husband was cheating.
Oh yeah.
And found out he was cheating with hundreds of women while she's on the road.
Yeah.
I mean, this whole time, but you're with her and you're in church and you're praying, you're on the tour and taking care of the kids. You didn't have enough decency to have a conversation with your wife when something was broken, that you slept with hundreds of women while she's on the road, bringing money into the house. Like I don't know if y'all seen the reality show.
I've seen it.
Yep.
But I didn't know that part.
She ended up.
She better than me.
I mean, I'm like this. I'm like her in that sense. I'm not gonna. Yeah, we're gonna have some problems. We're gonna have some trust issues or whatever. But we can lead up to that point to get better again. I'm just not gonna cash you out. I feel like when it came down to her, she didn't know each and every woman who he slept with. She didn't know that. She just knew everything all at one time, and it came out all at one time. So I'm like that now. However, like if I catch Storm cheating today, and then like next month I catch him cheating, that's a fucking problem. Now if I keep on catching him doing the same stupid stuff.
Well, she didn't find out all at once though. She found out about it. And then a little bit more.
But she found out about he had a whole bunch of others all at one time. Like she never caught one person. She found out about everything all at one time. It's a difference when you find out about it all at one time than this month and then 2 months from then and then 3 months from then. It's a difference. So I feel like that is what really kept their relationship going, honestly.
I'm gonna say something on this because that was another conversation last night. They were talking a lot about cheating, but I will say that I agree. That cheating is something that a lot of people just do just because, and this was something I just became knowledge about. especially with our men. So with our men, you know, it's a double-edged sword, because if a woman does it, oh, how's she gonna do this to me? But wait a minute. Wait, ho. And this was funny because last night they were like, but y'all do it better.
Because it's true from what I hear. I'm a
so, but that's now the camera done turned on me.
No, come on now.
I don't know what happened. I ain't do nothing. I ain't do nothing. See, the devil tried to get into the conversation. So let me go ahead and tilt my head like this. And what I was going to say was, devil is a lie. When people decide, it's a choice. It's a decision. But at the end of the day, a lot of people, because of past trauma and things that are down the lineage, down the lineage of what we went through, and especially our men in slavery. Our men were put out in the fields saying, go sleep with this one, go sleep with that one, because they wanted them to make more babies. Mm-hmm. So technically, and when I got this knowledge, I was like, whoa, Lord have mercy. These poor men, they just don't know that they slipping and falling into stuff that they shouldn't be slipping and falling into, because it's a generational thing. Okay? Now, no excuse for their behavior, because they have a choice. But at the same time, so do women. We have a choice as well. But if daddy ain't bringing home the bacon, ain't doing what he's supposed to be doing, those women out there are going to go find someone else that's going to do it better. But the women get chastised because they go and do it, just like the men. So I somewhat agree that, yes, cheating is inevitable, especially in today's society, especially in all the platforms that we have out here. You know, I have not met many men that can just have one relationship with one woman. What happened to that? Don't get me started. I'm about to preach, Lord. At an angle.
That's all right, Pastor. That's all right.
At an angle. Okay. So, at the end of the day, we as people are going to be, like DJ Queen said, we're human beings. Okay. So it will behoove us to not think that, it may not happen. Yeah. It's possible. And we never know what happens until we're in it. Mm-hmm. Our past self cannot tell our future self how we gonna feel if our man cheats on us. Yep. Not gonna know. Hey, this is a little awkward. Hold on, y'all. Come on. Jesus.
You making my neck hurt.
For real. I'm making my neck hurt. All right, in the name. Come on. Let's get the camera right. All right.
I agree. Thank you. I'm just saying, like, you know, you never know.
You never know what situation you're in.
Past nobody.
You're right. You never know.
And another thing is that when we all have what we have is, for me, it's lying. I can check you when you're lying. I know when you're lying. So, but I'd rather you tell me the truth, even if it hurts me. Because guess what? It's just like I was in a relationship and a man said, I just want you to love me, but don't hurt me. No, I'm going to hurt you. I'm going to hurt you because it's inevitable. I'm going to hurt you because I'm going to hurt your feelings one day. You're going to want something from me and I'm going to say no. I'm going to hurt you.
Nicole, can I have $1,000?
Oh, yeah. Sure. If I had it, no.
Nicole, don't hurt me. Just hand it over.
I'm gonna tell people that if I had it, no. And I'm gonna give them the fake look when I say it, no.
Oh my gosh! But you're right. You're right. Yeah. You don't know until you.
Well, ladies, I have to get ready for work.
Fine, Queen. No, I'm playing.
I gotta make money.
I get it. Get the coin.
But I enjoy my time with you ladies. I can't wait till the next episode. And like thank you, TQuest, again for having me on this platform.
Absolutely.
I appreciate you so much.
Absolutely. We're gonna keep you posted. Chanel's our new scheduler. So she's gonna let us know in the group chat that nobody talks in.
First of all,
I can't.
Oh my God. We be talking.
Go make your money. Don't let the money make you.
Yes, ma'am. You ladies have a great night, and y'all be blessed and stay blessed. Bye.
I even shared a post from Danielle talking about her hype lady camera person. She didn't reply to 8 days later. Like, this is why I don't do group chats. Like, no.
Bro, I feel like, look. I be telling people I work 13, 14 hours in a day. So if I respond, I appreciate you. But if I don't, I'll get back to you.
Thank you.
I can't do it all.
Thank you so much for appreciating me.
Hey, hold on, wait a minute. And another thing. First of all, we just had a whole conversation. When did we have a whole conversation? And I told you I appreciate you. So I just want to say that you can't throw my name in that, okay?
No, it's not. Look, I'm not trying to hurt you, right? Like Nicole said, but I might hurt you, right? The only reason I'm mentioning it because you made this whole video because Nicole and Chanel be hanging out, sipping mimosas. So now you gotta go hang out with me. You know, and I'm just saying, like, I was trying to talk in the chat, like you mentioned, but I get it. When you have time,
and they still ain't tell us what the fair is yet,
right? I'm about to make my own funnel cake or whatever you called it.
Oh, yeah.
Elephant's ear.
The elephant ears. It's what it's called with the hose. With the hose.
If you guys choose a date that we can all meet in Florida, it would be so great. So we can all get together. That would be awesome. That would be
but
great.
the first order of business was the fair. Where is the fair?
You mentioned food. First of all, we're gonna settle this right now. Whose side are you on? Are you on?
I'm on everybody's side because you said at the fair they got the good food.
Side.
No. Because you said, well, there's really good food at the fair. So we're trying to see where the fair is. Ain't nobody tell us about the fair.
I ain't going. Look, I'm not.
So they have they fall fair and then they have their summer fair because I shot
Who
one
is
of my
that?
music videos. Atlanta.
Okay. Now we're getting somewhere.
We got to go to Atlanta, Chanel.
Yes, they have their fall fair and then they have their summer fair. And then Henry County, which is not too far from Atlanta, which is McDonough, they're about to start their fair for the summer. So, yeah.
Okay.
No,
So
I
love fairs. I love them. So,
I get it. Florida just had a commercial about their state fair too. I ain't going. It's a lot of state fairs. State fairs, it's a different food trucks. And then you get ready for the day, and then it's like hours of traffic, and then it takes forever to get to the parking spot. Then it's 3 hours to get to the place, and then now you walk around for 7 hours, and you gotta go back, and now your feet swollen by the end of the day. And not like you made money, you spent money. Like, it's just so much anxiety.
I just feel like this is a whole thing for you. Like, do we need to give you a moment? Like, you feel like you're having
I am having a moment because it's just too much stress to get there. Just like, you go into the club with that one person that don't always hang out, but she turn up when she get there. It's one of those like, how much is parking? Do we got VIP? I don't do lines. Okay. Where we going? I need to know all the details.
That's funny.
Before I see yes.
TQuest, you seem like you can be like borderline a little bit impatient. Is that you?
Oh no, I'm very patient.
Okay, that's good to know.
But I value my time.
Well,
amen.
I'm very patient, but I truly value my time.
That's I agree with that. You gotta value the time.
I value my time.
I can't wait to hang out with y'all.
Yeah,
I know for a fact I am hilarious and wonderful to be around.
Yes.
I know for a fact that
no lies
Chanel is hilarious and wonderful to be around. Chanel knows for a fact that Nicole is hilarious and wonderful to be around.
Well,
Danielle, the moment we all saw you come on here, we knew.
All day, every day. That energy and that lights was just like, hey.
Yep. And I'm here for it. Like, I'm telling you, I still be thinking about it. And I'm just be like, do I miss hanging out with my friends from Connecticut? Yes, because I hand selected and picked my tribe. You know what I'm saying? And out here, don't get me wrong, and a lot of my Facebook friends and stuff, they be watching. I'm cool with the Florida female. They cool. But if I have to hand select my tribe, I would pick you ladies for sure.
Hey, do you feel like this is funny? Okay,
I hope
do
it
you
is.
feel like, oh, it is. Do you feel like we could be a character from Girls Trip?
Okay, Tiffany. You are definitely Tiffany Haddish. Let's be clear, okay? Let's be clear.
Who else? Green juice. Her little green juice that she's sipping in that H cup.
I'm actually sipping tea.
Oh wow!
I'd rather you spill it.
Hey, look, I mean, my coworkers all the time, they know I don't never be having tea. Every time something be going down at work, I be in my own world, y'all. I just be working. I work and then I go home. But if I feel like they ignore me, I'll text them and be like, I got the tea. The commissary streaks is hot. And then they'll come. I'll be like, I just wanted you to have lunch with me. So that's how I be.
That is so cute. If you waste my time like that and I'm coming for some tea and you just want to say hi, we gonna have a problem.
We're gonna have a problem.
It's terrible.
You are, and I'm glad you admit it. But
some true authenticity going on here.
Look, ain't she telling everything? She just telling everything on her heart today. Go ahead. What else do you feel?
Oh, me?
Yeah.
No, like you guys don't understand. Like I genuinely love our moment together.
Yeah.
Because all I do is try to save the world 24/7.
You do?
Yes.
Who be saving you? You don't need to be trying to be Superwoman 24 hours a day.
I know. And when I take off my cape, Nina was here. But at the same time, I am a true Libra. My life has to be balanced. So he encourages this right here.
Yeah.
He'd be like, when's the next day? When's this? When you get with the ladies again? Because I do miss it. Because to be honest, like I love my girls back in Connecticut, but I was robbed of our experience because I was a struggling artist. Only thing that was on my mind was making it as a music artist. So we was out. It was business for me. When we go into the club, it was work for me. It wasn't just enjoying them. Like I made it always about business. And I'm like, I wonder how it would have been if I just would have had just ladies' night and it's just ladies' night. We're just chilling just to chill without like, how come we're not working on nothing? How come we're not accomplishing nothing? You know, the main reason why is because if we sit down and chill and someone's talking about they struggling because they can't do this or do that because they ain't got no money, then I don't see why business can't be in the conversation. But they didn't get that. I'm just like, we're here. You talk about money issues, so why are we having a business conversation? You always want to talk about business. I'm like, well, I ain't trying to stay broke. Okay. But people see things from a different perspective, and I ain't mad at it. I be trying to compromise. I'm like, let's just do the balance. Let's do the balance. We can do the business stuff first, and then we can chill. I don't want to chill before the business because we ain't gonna never get to the business. Right. We ain't gonna get there. We ain't gonna get there. Right. We're not gonna get there, you know? So I'm in a whole new, not a new chapter of my life. I'm on a whole new book of my life.
Well,
you know what I'm saying? So things is changing and evolving every day.
Do you feel that, you know, those friends they didn't see you for who you were or who you were trying to become?
That's a good question.
They knew my life and my career. My career was my life.
You know, yeah, that's true, but I think it's a difference. Like all of us, we are like-minded, and I think sometimes when you don't have like-minded people or friends, it is extremely different because you know it's ultimately they're going to fall out of your life because they don't understand the value or they don't see you for who you are right now and where you're trying to go. It's a difference. So
absolutely
great.
I think they was trying to show me that it's okay to balance it. But my thing is, if I stop trying to make my career happen, I can't rely on you. You can't help me. You ain't got nothing to help me with.
Right.
That's my thing. I'm like, I can stop. I can pause. I can do all that. But when I do, who am I supposed to turn to if I need help? Because I can't turn to y'all.
Yeah.
That's the reason why I never stopped. Think about people. Oh, you should take a break. You can relax. Okay, I can relax. But are you going to pay this bill that's coming up? Are you contributing to that? No, you're not. Which means I understand why you want me to stop, but I'm not comfortable enough to stop because if I did, who's going to help me in those moments?
Right.
See what I'm saying?
You got to help the encourager to encourage those that want to get yourself to the level that you want to be at. And sometimes, and it's hard, I think, you know, when you don't have the time to understand where that person and their journey is, and you're not making the time to understand because you're only caring about yourself and what you used to experience with that person, it's hard for people to, you know, meet you at your level. So when you are telling your fan, if they're your true friends and you're telling them like, listen, I'm trying to get this off the ground. I'm trying to stay focused. I have a plan. I have a trajectory that I'm trying to reach. Life is happening in that same moment, but I need to get to that level. So if you want to go hang out with me, hang out with me, pass out some cards, hang out with me. You know, that's going to be our new norm until I get to where I'm going to be. And then when you see me on the Oscars and doing my thing, then you can say, dang, I was a part of that journey with her. I helped her get where she wanted to be, you know, or, you know, you just be in the background saying, hey, I'm making calls for you. I'm on your Instagram platform. I'm putting this down. I'm doing this because I'm a part of your journey because I'm your true friend. And I'm going to make sure that I implant my seeds and my greatness in you because it's going to eventually come back to me. It's all about a return on that investment. You got to make sure that you have friends that are going to return on your investment or either business partners or associates. It doesn't always have to be a friend, you know, but at the same time, you know, it's life. And a lot of people are not a part of your journey or your book, in your case, Quest.
Exactly. And they always say you don't want to be the smartest one in the room. And I'm just like, I'm winging it because I don't have no guidance. Y'all looking at me for guidance. And then I can't turn to y'all and I ain't got nobody to turn to. I'm literally just a hamster in the wheel. That's all I'm doing. I'm just going and going and nothing's happening because y'all can't help me. And I'm still trying to figure out who I can turn to. And then everyone I had turned to was all fraud. So I'm just like, this is an awkward hamster in the wheel. You know, that's why I had to regroup, renew, restore, and everything is completely different now. But I do have my writer friends, and some of them I can call today. Hey, girl, how you been? And I'm happy just knowing.
I was just getting ready to ask you that. Are you happy? You took the words out of my mouth. Okay, are you happy? And that's it. That's it. You're happy.
I'm happy with this new beginning, but it's a process. Writing the new script. It's a process writing the new vision board because I'm just trying to figure out so much has changed. Who am I today?
Real talk. Real talk. I'm gonna say something on that note. When you're a part of the journey and you don't necessarily know how it's going to happen, what it looks like, but you know it's there. And then when you get to that journey, it's still a process. It's like when you get to that place where you want to be, that you never thought that you would get to. Now that you're in it, it is even more, I would say, rewarding, fulfilling, humbling. It is
You
a
appreciate
process.
it more.
You appreciate it more, and you value your own gift. You value what you believe in that nobody else believed in. And when you get to that level of, like, damn, I made it. I trusted the process, no matter what the naysayer said. And it can be overwhelming. It can be a lot to endure and take in, but you got there. You got there. So
I would like to say something too. I think, just talking about this, it's kind of like similar in the same of relationships. People don't want to put that work in. They don't want to stay down with you. They don't want to go through the highs and lows because they, like you said, they selfish. They selfish, but they're not seeing where you're going to be. And sometimes a lot of people don't know how to hang in there and wait with you and see the cries, see the depression, see the smiles. I'm high this day, I'm cool this day. The other day, I'm low, I'm very, very low. A lot of people don't want to go through that because it's work. And it's the same with relationships. It's easy to cheat sometimes than to do the work because you love that person.
Wait a minute. No, with no cheating. It's all bad.
Okay, I'm sorry, but the point it's the work. People don't want to do the work. They don't want to do the work to see you succeed. They don't want to do the work. And then sometimes you have people that are extremely jealous of you, and sometimes you don't know that because you care about that person and you want to see that person succeed. But instead, they bring up like different problems or different arguments with you, and I'm like, bro, I'm just trying to be genuine with you. And you tripping.
You said a mouthful there.
Because this is stuff that I've experienced too, just as an artist, a person. They don't want to do the work. They don't want to do the work. And then, it's life, unfortunately. It's like you going through, it's
lifetime
life.
commitment.
Lifetime commitment. So, yeah, man. So I'm appreciative of you guys because, hey, I be happy coming up here. I may be late.
No, boo. You right on time. You right on time. You right on time.
Everybody's call time is different. Chanel's is an hour before.
Ain't that the daggone truth?
I don't know what's going. She gotta make sure her lighting is right at the right proper temperature. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what be going on with her iPad. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot pre-production for Chanel. That's why everyone call time is different. I'm telling you, my new thing is I'm just gonna send a link to 1,000 women. Whoever show up when they show up. I don't know how to. That's why it's easier to do it when you're in the same careers because y'all got to be at the same time because you're getting paid to be there. It's easier because it's easier to clock in when there's a check involved. You know what I'm saying? Or you're at the same situation. Look. But we're gonna have a boss lady meeting. We're gonna find that check, that additional check. It's all about sponsorship. The question is, with that bonus check, right? Like that Christmas bonus check, what are you gonna do with it? You're gonna have some fun with it. You're gonna put it towards a bill. You're gonna splurge on yourself because you deserve it. What you doing with the bonus check?
Depends on how much we talking about this bonus check, because I can split it up the way I need to split it up. I'm just saying. But yeah, I would probably do a little bit of everything. Invest, put towards my businesses. Buy me a little something. So yeah,
just love her.
I'm the queen of that. Oh, how much we got? Okay, so we're gonna put this here, we're gonna put that there. I'm the queen of that. And I gotta save 10% of it. So boom.
There it is.
Every check that come into this house, 10%. I don't care where it's from, 10%.
Someone sent me something the other day about that, how some of the lighter people, some of them teach their children the 10-10-10-70 rule. 10% savings, 10% investments, and then 10%, I forgot. And then the 70 is what you use to live off of. You know what I'm saying? But it was like, and I'm like, I never heard the 10-10-10-70.
That's a new one on me. I have to look that one up.
Either.
So many people be sending me so many different reels and clips, and I'm just like, oh my God, I thought you guys all had jobs. How are you always on your phones? I remember when I worked for the man, we never could be on our phones. How does everybody time? Is it approved or nobody cares? Like, how?
Wouldn't that be something? That would be amazing. If the kids nowadays can be on the phone and make money, you know how much money I would save? Jesus. I'm y'all on the phone all the daggone time.
But the thing is, if they do make the money, in their mind, that's their money, and they still gonna ask you for everything.
Yes, that part.
That's all that's gonna be.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But no, it's a real journey. Just being a part of this life, this thing called life. We're all trying to figure it out together. But at the end of the day, I'm happy to hear that we have women like ourselves that really come from a authentic, true place where we want to support each other and be there for each other. And it's not just for shits and giggles. You know, we really want to do it. So, and, we all have our own opinions and thoughts of things, but to understand and hear somebody else's perspective, see it from somebody else's lenses, it's a wonderful thing. It's like, oh, I never thought of it like that. Maybe I need to try that. Just like grocery shopping. Girl, go get that deal over there.
I figured it out. Okay, I got it. 10% of the money goes to like a charity, right? Then 10% goes to savings. 10% you invest in, and then you live off the 70. Now, the interesting part about the 10% going to charity, is it going to charity because you can write it off in the end, or is it going to charity because you generally want to help, or both? You know what I'm saying?
Both.
Yeah, I think I would want to help, because at the end of the day, situations, happen, and you go through your seasons, just like your heartbeat. You go up and down all the time. So you may go through a season of drought, and then you may go through a season of increase. But during those seasons, are you still giving? My uncle tells me all the time, as long as you give, you'll always have. You'll always have. So, I may not have a lot, but what I do have, I can still be like, you know what, here, there you go. Chanel just experienced that a couple of weeks ago. I was like, I got it, boo. Lunch on me today. Don't you worry about it.
Oh.
So it's just because I have. And when you have, you give. And if I don't have, I know it's going to come back in return, because that woman got me a beautiful, beautiful gift for my housewarming. And I use it every day. I was just returning the love back to the investor, so
I like that. First time a friend offered me lunch, I thought she was joking, because I was never used to people doing anything nice to me or for me. She was like, "Oh, we about to go here to get something to eat." I'm like, "Okay, I'll take this." And she's like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "I'm paying for it." She's like, "No, I got it." I'm like, "You got what?" I was just so lost because my whole life I've always been a giver. You know, like when I used to get picked up from my mother told my godmother used to pick me up when I was a child. She would take me to the store before she bring me home. And I always wonder why I always got 4 of everything, you know? And my mom was like, she asked my mom, why does she always get 4 of everything? She was like, because she has 3 siblings. So if you're taking her out, she's going to make sure she has something for them too. You know what I mean? And I'm just like, it makes sense. When I had friends, I prayed for friends, then I regretted it years later. But once I got them, I'm just like, this is exhausting. Y'all just take, and use and abuse. And I'm like, I thought it was supposed to go both ways. Like, this is the way I thought it would. And it's to the point I've been so drained of people. I became physically sick of pouring into so many people that I forgot to pour back into me. And no one else poured back into me, that I literally became physically sick. And the moment I started saying no to people is when everyone just disappeared. During the season, it was awkward and questionable. But after, I'm like, I totally get it now. I totally get it now. But now that you said what you said, I'm like, it makes sense. Because even though I poured into everybody, no one poured into me. I still was okay. No matter what. Yeah. So I'm just like, because I'm like, no matter whatever happened to me in my life and my story, people still wait on my book because they think I'm going to spill everything, but I'm not. I said, throughout it all, the one thing that has never changed was my character.
That's it.
You know that.
That's it.
Oh my God.
That's how you just win.
I had a whole churchy moment, y'all. I thought she was going to say, through it all, I still had joy. I was like, oh, okay, we in there.
Listen here, Evangelist Danielle.
Lady Danielle has spoken.
No, my character. Because so many people change when they go through so much. You know what I'm saying? I'm just like, I don't know. I've just never changed my character. Because at the end of the day, I'm still going to treat people the way I desire, whether they treat me that way or not.
Yeah.
I just told someone that recently. You should not change. I think it was my uncle and I were having a conversation. You should not change your behavior because of somebody else's reaction to something. Just because somebody has brought you some news and you just like, and you come completely out of your character. It's like, for what? I don't have time for that anymore. I can't. My peace is too important to me. My anxiety, my health, I got too many people depending on me. I'm trying to depend on me. That's a lot. So I know, and you got to be realistic with yourself to say, you know what, I'm not going to allow you to pull me out of my character. Now, I'm not saying it doesn't happen because we're human. Right. But at the end of the day, we have to take a beat, and say, wait, what's really going on here? Like, where's this really coming from? Mm-hmm. Because especially when people are trying to attack you because they're hurt. Mm-hmm. And when you're hurt, you're hurting. Going back to that earlier, maybe that's the topic of the day. So I think that we have to understand that people may be in their season of hurting. And people don't do that because they're always in their mind and their thoughts and what I. But when they come out and they lash out at you, you're like, what the hell? Okay, wait, let's take a beat. What's wrong? Mm-hmm. Because you're coming at me and you're trying to bring your hurt onto me and it's unnecessary. So I want to find out what the root is. And I'll share a moment with you that I just had this morning, actually. So as parents, our parents, we all have parents. And in this particular situation, my parent, which is my only mother that I have that I just saw today, she has dementia, by the way. So looking at her now, it's like, man, this queen is just amazing and just who she is. But as a parent, she was raising an only child. And she didn't think that she was going to have children. They told her that she couldn't have any. Mm-hmm. But here I am, her miracle child, and she's working 3 jobs, holding it down, making sure I have. And then at the end of the day, I had a speech impediment and dyslexia and all these negative things that could be embarrassing at that time because they didn't know what it was. So if you think about, there's a lot of layers of things that are deep rooted. And it was something so simple as of today. I was discovering that where my roots come from have built my character. My roots have built my character because we don't see the vines. We don't see the pain. We don't see the hurt because we mask it so well. But when we are able to go internally and ask God in the creation, show me myself. And then you got to go all the way back down to the root. And it stems from your parents and your generation and everybody behind you. And you're like, well, why do I feel this way? Or why did I act that way? Or why did I hurt that person? Or why am I hurting? It's because it's something that's deeply rooted. When I tell you, when I discovered my root, I wept and I cried because I wasn't crying for the moments. I was crying for the little girl in me that was embarrassed, that was hurt, that was ashamed, that didn't think of herself like being enough. So at the end of the day, when I was crying, I said, dang. And this was something so sweet and so innocent. I said, God, I wish I can kiss my tears away. Because my tears had become so layered in my root of my own seeds that were planted in me at a very young age. And now to discover, that's where that came from. That's why I feel that way. It's like, damn. But look at how much I've grown. And we got to give ourselves kudos on the back because we went through our seeds of greatness. We went through our healing pains. We went through our journey. We went through the process quest. And look at where we are now. Holding our head up, speaking through the mic and let the world know that I am here. I am here to save the world. So yeah, she did that.
Wow. It's funny that you say that because I remember I went to one of my sister's church one time, and that's one of the only, I've been going to church my whole life, but it was one sermon about the root of everything. It's the only sermon that's ever stuck with me throughout these years. And when I do interviews and people try to be nosy about my life because they don't know the inner, they only know the outer. One of the things was when I actually got to the root of everything, when I had that moment after I left home and it was just very sad and depressing, I realized, I said, I've always walked on eggshells when it came to people because I never wanted to hurt anyone. I never want nobody to feel belittled. Like I always made sure that you was okay in every situation. You know, and then I'm like, but why am I like that? Like, it's okay for someone not to like me. It's okay for me to tell them this, that, and that. It's okay. But I'm like, why am I walking on eggshells? And then once I got to the root of it in my healing process, I'm like, it stems when I was a little girl and I was watching this team doing drill team. And they was doing some routine. And someone asked me, they was like, you like that drill? You like what they doing? I'm like, I didn't like that one. I think it's a little ugly. Like, I didn't like the way, like, it was something about that routine I just didn't like, right? And that was my honest opinion. Because I love to dance. I've always been a dancer. And that was my honest, and then they heard me and they was like, what? What you say? Next thing you know, they stopped the practice, ran, jumped over the fence, and chased me home. And then like a week so later, when I was walking home, they was like, there she go right there. Ain't you want to say you didn't like our drill? Da, 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 da. And then they jumped me. Right. And then Whitney heard it. So Whitney came downstairs and she was like, meow, 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 meow. But the thing is, I realized as I got older in my healing process, I'm just like, the reason why I walk on eggshells, never want to hurt nobody's feelings, is because the moment I was open and honest, I get and got hurt for it. And I didn't want that feeling ever again. And I'm like, that's what it means. Like when you really get down to the root of a lot of things, a lot of it does stem from your childhood.
Yeah. Yeah. And it's subliminal stuff that we don't even realize because we mask it so much that by the time, you get to the root of it, it's just like, hey, that's why I am the way I am. That's why I'm so guarded. That's why I'm so protective of this. Wow. It only because of this little thing. And that's what it is, that little small mustard seed. But then when you ask for it, and I heard somebody, Chanel, one of your girlfriends on Instagram, when you ask for help, and you've been asking and praying for help, and you like, I need help, God, send somebody to help me, and then you have people that help you, and you reject the help because you thought that the help was supposed to come a certain way.
Mm-hmm.
Like, oh, that was the help. Like, God, like, how many ships and boats and yachts I got to send you to get the help?
Yeah.
Like, seriously. And then when you get it and you're like, oh, that was the help. Oh, and now you got to return it back and you got to give it to somebody else because somebody else needs help. So TQuest, your experience and your journey was necessary. But the fact of it is that you, being the author and the creator of your being, of your soul and who you are, you were able to discover where the roots came from. And you were able to heal thyself and change thyself in the older version of you. And look at where you are now. I'm like, girl,
because now I'll be like, look, I don't know what you're doing or trying to do, but it's not working for you. And Chanel be like, be nice, Quest, be nice. No, Chanel, I've been nice my whole life.
That is our conversation verbatim.
No.
Yes.
Verbatim. That speaks my mind now. And I'm going to tell it like it is. No, I'm still very polite with it, but I'd be like, Chanel, you better come get me. I'm about to tell him something.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Oh my gosh. Yes. Be nice, class.
You always have that one friend that pull you back. You always got that one friend that pull you back. That's Chanel.
My gosh.
Don't pull me back.
Earth. I'm here. I'm trying to lift you.
Oh my God.
Oh my God, you guys, this is so fun. This is so great.
I got something for you, TQuest. I got something for you. It's a good thing. I'm just, I'm silly. Okay. Here we go. And you can eat on this for the rest of the week. Spiritually. Okay. Amen. So it's Romans 5. And I'm gonna start at 3. And it says, but not only that, we even take pride in our problems because we know that trouble produces endurance. Endurance produces character, and character produces hope. There you go. Yeah. Yeah, that's for you. So yeah, I think about that because like if we as people never had problems, we probably wouldn't really appreciate, the different things. Or if we never had problems with people or just different things, like we wouldn't appreciate. But because, you've gone through a lot, Chanel, Nicole, me, we appreciate this space. You know what I'm saying? So we're not going to just, we're not going to tear each other down because we appreciate who we are, each and every one of us. So I'm appreciative that we have, our boss ladies, each month we have a thing, each month. And keep pushing. Just keep that scripture in mind, you know what I'm saying? If you want to read the entire chapter, go ahead. It's Romans chapter 5. Yes.
My parents would be so proud of you, Danielle.
They would.
I swear for God, because they both ministers. Oh my God. And they both want to get on a show differently, of course, not together. But I'm just like, every time I hear people, I'm like, you'll make my parents so proud. Oh, they're like, yeah, I'll be watching your show, you know what I'm saying? You got a deep voice. And, I'm like, you can come up there. I would love to come up there sometime, just let me know, you know what I'm saying? I got
That's funny.
Mommy be watching too. She like, because she sounds like me. Yeah, I woke up late today, so I wasn't able to get on. But I'm just like, love you guys so much. Oh my God, so much.
That's funny.
But yeah, this is definitely been great. And you're right, Danielle. I tell people, they were like, I'm so nice to people because I know what I used to go through, and I never want nobody to experience that. So if I can prevent it, then I'm going to prevent it. Even as an artist, I started out. The first mic recording was in his daughter's closet. You know what I'm saying? The mic was in there. Wow. Humble beginnings. My first hip hop show. Anybody was there with the bouncer, the promoter, and the DJ. Humble beginnings. When I tell people, I don't judge nobody for where you at or what you're going through because I've been there and I get it. It's just all about what you do once you're there. You know what I'm saying? That's why I tell people, I'm at an event. It's only 5 people. Trust me, before I go, I'm going to know those 5 people. I'm going to take advantage of every opportunity. I always look at things, what is it? The glass is half full versus half empty. Because that's just what it's all about. And a lot of people don't understand that. They be on their high horse. Well, this is this. And I'm like, it's so funny how so many people judge everybody, even when they going through things themselves. That's the part that makes no sense. We go so hard at people, knowing that we be going through things just as much. But I no longer try to understand the human beings and people in this life because they're a whole different species. And I'm okay. You know what I'm saying? As long as you answer.
Thank you, Danielle, for the scripture too. That was awesome.
Of course.
Yeah.
You just never know. You just never know. The deepness, the wisdom. I'm just waiting for somebody to say, the Lord has put this song on my heart. You know what they do in church? And then
I knew that was coming.
And then they sing the whole song during the testimony. I think he only gave you a verse, but it's fine. And it's always somebody from a different church. Yes, this is so and so evangelist, blah blah blah, from Baptist missionary. Our pastor is so and so down in the downtown. I'd be like,
just sing your song.
Can you? But and once again, just like in life, it's people that just programmed a certain way. So that's just what they emulated. Even yes, ma'am.
When people do be giving them long, this is Dr. Mr. Evangelist, they get up there and start singing, you be like, I think this really gonna be real good. They get up, start singing, be like, bro, this trash. Like, what? What is that?
Ain't nobody get anointed off of that.
It's one call that you wasn't supposed to answer. That call was for your sister, okay? Wrong person answered the phone.
That's funny.
That is hilarious.
It's we laughing, but it's very sad. Like how the pastors when they be like, how they be preaching like that. But when you get to the root of it, the whole time the original pastor, he was having a problem breathing during that sermon. No, I'm dead serious. That's like he literally was having breathing problems during that sermon. And for some reason, throughout the years, people just start gravitating, and now many people is preaching like that, which means it's not even real. This world is scary where things stem from. It's very scary. But we're not gonna have that conversation to with the H cup, hallelujah. You know what I'm saying? With a holy water in it. Chanel, my love. You've been glowing this whole time because I tell you she takes 3 hours to find her light.
3 hours. 3 hours.
Don't listen to Quest. That is not true.
I'm like, Chanel, I'm gonna put the stream here on 11 a.m. You just get on when you need to check your light. And we can go from there. I get it.
So
I totally get it. I get it. Lighting is everything. My lighting wasn't right. My green screen won't work. What you say?
Hold on, TQuest. Chanel, what's your process when you know we about to get on live? Walk us through it.
really. Of course, I have to set up the camera. And today we had some technical issues because my iPad kept switching. You know how it flips? I don't know why I started doing that. So I just decided to try to do it on my phone. But you have to make sure the lighting is correct. The background, is pretty decent. That's it. It's so simple. Quest is making it like it's a big deal, but I don't do all of that. Like, it'd be really simple. I make sure everything's great. And I sat down and get ready for my girls.
Yeah.
Look, whatever makes you feel better, I support it. Okay,
bro.
Can we talk about the earrings though? The earrings are everything. The earrings
this is the third conversation in this one segment about her earrings.
The earrings are everything. So it was like, she's like, if you don't see me, you're gonna see these earrings, boo. You're gonna see these earrings.
Thank you.
Oh my God, those are gorgeous. I love them.
Who
I love
were
them.
they made by? Did you make them Chanel?
No, Amazon.
Oh.
That's what everybody said when I said, like, you're Amazon.
Wow.
Yeah.
I was not expecting that.
Chanel better than me. Because I always think with like a business mindset, and you said so many people kept asking about it. I'm like, look, I can get you a pair. If it costs this much on Amazon, I'm going to upsell you to this. And that's including shipping. What?
Okay.
Get you a Studio NAR accessory sticker?
What? See, you can't do it now. You can't do it no more now because you done busted her out.
But I was going to say, right. Spill the beans.
No, she already told everybody she got it from Amazon, so she already promoting it without the endorsement check.
I know,
but,
my bad.
I would have, just saying. I'm sorry. I swear I'm balancing it. I'm balancing it. I am. I really am.
No, that's pretty genius.
Marketing is 24/7. My brain be going. I'll be on it. Okay.
I can't wait for the book to come out. The Quest book. So I can read it and figure out.
Oh my God. When I tell you, I'm gonna be real with you, Dr. Nicole. When I started writing the book about the story people really wanted to hear, I had to stop. I literally had to stop because the crazy part is I was healing while I was writing it. And then when I got to certain chapters about certain people and certain situations, they just ironically just appeared in my life. And then they apologize for certain things. I'm just like, wait a minute.
you wrote it into existence.
I did. And then it came to the point, I'm just like, I understand people want to know these things, but I'm like, I don't want to have to relive it every time someone will read it and ask me questions about it.
Wow.
Especially if I've already healed from it. People are like, well, people need to hear your story. I'm like, they need to hear a story. But I don't mean I have to go into detail.
To the depths of it. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, what I'm going to give people is different series of different things, different versions and different ways where it's comfortable for me that when you ask, I can answer. Gotcha. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So like I was going to do this book, Dates from Hell. And I was trying to think of some of the hot messness I went through that nobody know. And then I was going to do one about my situationships. But then I'm like, how am I going to spin this? And then there was this one about being an independent artist and these behind the scenes stories. And I started and because the honest part is people keep asking if you went through, where was everybody? Where was your friends? Where was your family? Like, when did all of this happen? When they hear snippets from like different interviews, I said, if you are interviewing me and you ask me a question, I'm going to answer, but I'm not going to just put it out there.
Right.
And I just feel like this is how it be. How was your trip? My trip was great. I almost died. But when you ask me, my trip was great. You know what I'm saying?
When the book coming out?
I'm trying to tell you, it's so crazy. I told myself since the book Club cruise is in September. That's my motivation to finish writing and release the books before then. So one of them will be out this year.
You know what would be cool? Okay, it'll be because you're not just gonna have one part of the book. You're gonna have several parts of the book, right? So you're gonna release one and then release another. Okay, so you know it'd be cool if you release the first part and then do like a short film of it. I think that'd be cool.
Wow.
And I would like for you to. I want to be on the staff, please. I would like to be a part of it. Please.
There you go.
I'm gonna see.
No pressure. No pressure.
Because one of them, you know what? Let's end this so I could tell y'all.
Okay.
Because I don't want to put it out there. And I'm gonna say it's interesting. All right, one by one, have your moment. Y'all decide who going first. Say whatever you guys to say, and we gonna
make it brief. We trying to hear.
Come on, who up first? Not me. Who up first?
Go ahead, Chanel.
Okay. What's up, everybody? I'm your girl, Chanel Narcissus. You can find all my music videos. You can contact me via my website at www.chanelnarcissus.com. If you're interested in music lessons, audition prep for piano and or voice and acting, reach out to us at studionar.com. We would love to speak with you and help you along your musical journey. Peace and love.
So good. She was so good.
Oh, how do you follow that up? Hello, I am Nicole Black. I am 4'11". I am more than just my height. I'm a world of information, and so are you. I will eventually coming out soon with my own podcast channel where I will just figure out what's your 411. How did you get there? What do you need to know about yourself? Let's discover it together on 411. I am Nicole Black.
Can I get an interview?
Sure.
Well, if you come with the questions, I'm coming with the answers. You know? Uh-oh.
Technical difficulty.
I'm so.
You sure? You ready? She's not ready. Okay. This has been phenomenal as usual, and I'm looking forward to the next one. Like I tell you, people, there's families that you are born into, and then there's a family that you actually create. Find your tribe. You know what I'm saying? And elevate from there. You know, you can find me on all social media platforms at TQuestGLM and at TQuestGLM.com, and download your TQuest mobile app in your Google Play Store and your App Store. And now I've been the opening act for the new headliner today. So it looks like she's ready to hit the stage. Ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, big. Okay. All right. Well, my name is Danielle Hutchins, and you can find me on IG at I am Danielle Hutchins 6. And don't forget to watch the new music video. Answer my call. Proud of myself.
Okay, we're gonna have to work on how you do that and how you end it. Like it was just too abrupt. It felt like something was extra. But we're gonna work on that. Okay, we're gonna work on that. But yes, this has definitely been fun. You know, so we over and